Hey, it is Monday night, and for some of you, it might be the end of the long weekend, and for some of you, just the first day of the week ahead. No matter what, we're here for you.
That's right.
Hello, and welcome here on our Puša Studios live stream, and today we're going to be very random, completely random, no wheels, no fuss, no drama.
No fuss, but still going to have a lot of fun, guys. Get some energy in there. You're driving me crazy. Lord God. Guys, it is no wheel shoutouts, guys. We haven't done this in a while now. That's right. No feel. Anybody that's worried about lag and all that stuff tonight, you have no worries about it. All you have to do is just keep hanging out in the chat, guys. That's as simple as that. That's all you need to do. Very, very, very easy. Just hang out, talk with people, be good to eat with each other. We're just going to be grabbing channels at random, giving you some hints and stuff like that, some tips, letting everybody get properly, of course, as always, supportive, positive, truthful, but positive, I'd like to think, is that's a fair statement.
Yeah.
So, no worry about no wheel tonight, and once again, for all those that hate the lag that comes sometimes with the wheel, you don't have to worry about that tonight. You just got to be in here talking. It's as simple as that. So,
and for you that do... no, we didn't do it last week.
No, I had to go back a while to find it. You can go and look.
Yeah, last Friday is a hodgepodge of everything, so that doesn't count as a random reviews. We did spin the wheel as well, but for those of you that doesn't know what we're talking about and what is the wheel, and you're new to this channel, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern and Thursdays at 1 p.m. we spin the wheel for a chance to be shouted out, you on the screen, and tips for how to improve your YouTube channel. That's what we do, but today is going to be a little bit of eased out, but nevertheless, as Andrew said,
that's
same
right.
Energy, just no wheel, just us and you in the chat.
Exactly. Damn, you guys are looking very spicy tonight. Craft beer pours. How are you?
Hello, good to see you. Kids Connections is here as well. You just that is awesome. Your little cousin has a YouTube channel. Well, that is awesome to find out.
Absolutely.
Yes, happy Memorial Day to everyone.
Yes.
That's right. Drew's Food Reviews is here as well.
And any vets I know today is to celebrate the fall vets, but a big thank you to any veterans that are in the chat tonight, in whatever country you're from. Thank you so much for your service. Just wanted to say that it is truly appreciated.
Thank you so much, and remember those that have given their lives to the peace of the world as well.
Doing good, Blood. How you doing?
R5 Adventures is here as well, guys. How are you doing today? How have your long weekend have been? And I think it's bank holiday in UK.
I think so.
I think so. For those of you in UK, let us know.
Yes,
what are you doing today?
Definitely.
Is it a bank holiday? I somehow thought it is. So half the world basically is off work today.
Except for us.
Little
old Canada sitting up there tucked in the corner.
Cody Kills followed our advice and made description layout we suggested yesterday. So that is awesome. Definitely. The Living Proof Paranormal Investigations. Say hello.
Devil Donuts, I seen your comments right from the get-go coming in. I was actually just looking you up, about to give it to you. You don't seem very happy here, so we'll give you time to see how you feel about the place. And I don't want to put any pressure on you, so we're not about pressure here. So just see how you feel. So just want.
Vic Love Comedy Skit, hello. And yes, it was a bank holiday on Monday. It's Tuesday already in UK. You're so right. But today was a bank holiday. Chills TV
just crossed by
here.
5 minutes, so. Just crossed into Tuesday by 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
no, well, piano is very, precise.
I know that.
It's classic music, musicians. Gotta be very precise.
This is why I stand up for my wife. This is what I get in return.
Yeah. Frogger's Garage, hello. How are you doing, TDC? Live with Tina B. Guys, we are gonna do our regular roll call, as always. # Blue Red Troop selfies and all of that, as we always do at the beginning of our show. And of course, gonna jump into the reviews of the channel. Just remember, it's a randomly chosen channel. You just have to be in a chat.
That's right. It's as simple as that, guys. The more you're talking, more chances than that. No, there's no favorites. Even if you don't have a wrench yet, as long as you don't have anything offensive onto it, a bunch of copyrighted material or nothing, I mean, we're all bets are on, so have no worries.
I just want to say, though, if you are going to be asking a lot of pick me in the chat, that's definitely going to reduce the chances of being
almost,
picked.
yeah, exactly. Close to nil. Close to nil.
Yeah.
It's
just FYI.
Guys, especially the one doing it this way, just you want to meet people and stuff like that, go right ahead. As you're going to meet them doing it that way. Just talk to people. Talk to them great. You guys get how this has been working. You guys have been making it actually fantastic. We were saying that again last night for the amount of people in, and maybe had to deal with 2 or 3 that actually posted numbers or anything like that. It's mind-boggling, and then you guys are really making it work, and I want to thank you so much for that, because it is hard. You always wonder when you implement a new change or get a little stricter on something, how it's going to work,
Definitely. But guys, before we do all of that,
Mr. Something Basic.
Can you please check it out, like that button. Did you like the button? That means that you press that thumbs up.
Oh God, she's going into that mode.
Yes, please do, and please share it out. We do appreciate when you do. And the more people, the merrier. The more we can get friendly with each other here as well. Yesterday, you guys did an amazing job of sharing it out. That's how people come here, and you have done an amazing job. And I hope you can do the same today as well. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are. We do appreciate that. And if you're new, subscribe and ring the bell.
That's right, guys. We're at 82 already, and it is 7:07, folks. Let's get it up over 100. Let's do it, guys. The more the merrier. The more in here, the more eyes on you guys. What are your goals? Well, Goliath Grower, that's awfully nice, because most times if there's anybody, they're usually telling us what they want, which is fine. We're here to work for them. Some more harder than others. Our goals is so we want to keep making our live streams better. We have some ways we want to change it. We want to change the format. We're not talking too much about that right now. We still haven't locked it down how we want to bring it into the 3rd season. And B, sometimes you're a bit like feeling like a piece of paper in a photocopier, so we're trying to buy a little bit of time in between it. So and not just for us. I know there's lots of channels go through it, no matter what size they're on here. So so that's kind of what we're looking at right now. But time will tell. Time will tell. Oh, our daughter just brought over some of her fancy dancing.
It's lemonade with lemons in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Devil's Donut, I'm assuming you are in Australia. I think Australia or New Zealand. Welcome. Great to have you in here. We have lots of people from here. No, I'm good. I'll take your word on it. I'm fine. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Very lemony.
Yeah. I see what they did. I have a good idea what it tastes like.
Very good.
Yeah.
Is there a YouTube Creators app for Android? I can't always use my laptop. Yes, there is. There is YouTube Studio app that you can use for it. You can just download it for free. And I would suggest to use it together with the TubeBuddy app, because there are some features that are not available on YouTube's app that are available through TubeBuddy. So if you use those in conjunction, you should be able to do almost anything that you do on a desktop.
Ralph's on the road tonight. Ralph's trucking. He's driving through Richmond, Virginia. Be safe, my friend. Be safe, my friend, on the road. Always great having you in, though. Hope you're having a fantastic night. And once again, keep the rubber on the wheels. Rubber on the ground. First one of the night. Let's see how many of those come out. When it gives you lemons, drink them and feel disgusted and regret everything.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's like Jesse Robert Garza emojis say everything. Yeah, it's not so bad, but I wasn't expecting it to be so lemony.
Exactly. Ooh. Jackie Aru, there's our resident sweetie. How you doing? Tyler Wood. Guys, we're getting up there. I'm going to start saying hi to everybody in just a second. It's great to have you all in here, guys. Do you know if Streamlabs will work when YouTube gets rid of live sub count? It should.
As far as we know, there is no connection between Streamlabs and live sub count.
It's that you won't have access to other people's numbers. Anything that would give you any shape or form that would give you access to somebody else's numbers besides your own is not going to have access.
If there are any features in the Streamlabs that feature your sub count, will not be available. But the Streamlabs itself and the live streaming ability shouldn't be influenced whatsoever.
I mean, awesome. Memorial Day. Yeah, thank you, Joe. We're in Montreal in Canada. We don't celebrate Memorial Day per se. We do it on November 11th. I know the States do as well. The funny part is our November 11th is more like the wish that it's almost equivalent to what's being celebrated today in the States for fallen soldiers. But nonetheless, thank you so much. And once again, wishing a wonderful, peaceful Memorial Day to everybody in the U.S. right now. Yeah, sorry, DK. I'm not a big Streamlabs. I know very little about. I should know more about it. I didn't even know much about OBS till I got
going. Well, the new updates in general, it doesn't matter really what you're asking about. What we know is that it's the only thing it's going to affect is the public count of the subs. So it doesn't affect anything else whatsoever. No live streams, no sharing, anything like that is not affected. It only is what it is.
And I mean, I know there is movements to fight it, and there's going to be stuff. If they don't open it up, they're definitely not going to make I can't see them making any exceptions for any of those platforms, because that's a question that's been asked a lot lately. YouTube does not like to share in any shape or format, and if they close the gate, I can't see why they would do it and leave it open for sites like Social Blade and that.
Yeah, I mean, you as a creator on your own live stream can still share your own live count from your analytics. Nobody forbids you to do that.
Exactly.
Devil's Donuts Urban Explorations asks how you can tag somebody in the chat. Well, if you're on your phone, you can put hashtag and whatever name it is to tag them in. Or if you're on your desktop, and then the name. Sometimes just writing the name also colors it orange, so it's easier to see. For example, if you want us to see what you are commenting or asking, definitely put that at Puša Studios or hashtag Puša Studios, so it's easier to notice you, and do appreciate when you do. Abracadabra, hello.
Tracy Gaffney, thank you so very much. Much love back to you as well.
Iro Creativity is here as well. Mysterious Shadow, what's up? Tracy Gaffney, silver giveaways. Hello. Good to see you.
Remember, guys, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. All the same stuff as the wheel, guys. You want to be seen, get more eyes on you. And tonight you get to do even more mingling. And all you have to do to be brought up is just hang around and talk in the chat. It's as simple as that. Nothing else. You don't have to put any number, no nothing. Just talk away. And you'll look over at one point and say, oh, my channel's up there. How did that happen?
Yeah, it's a little bit less stress, I think, and a little bit. But, you can focus on each other more.
Yeah, exactly. Rosorian Buck, how you doing? A past guest of ours, season 1. Another guy been with us since the very, very beginning. Fellow Canadian as well. If you have not checked out Rosorian Buck, I definitely urge you to. We give them a little extra push because you know what? Without them, we would have never even got off the ground. So Rosorian Buck definitely falls into that category. Great to see you, my friend. We had 91 in the chat, guys, and climbing. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. We're almost over 100 already. It is 7:13. Let's do it, folks.
As for the question from TK Rack, the live sub count that you can see, the most precise is in your YouTube studio. Your YouTube beta studio is going to show the one that actually is there, according to YouTube itself.
Knight's Armory, good to see you, my friend. And keep sippins in here, the other half of Craft Beer Pours. Trish, how you doing tonight? See, I'm getting used to your name. But I am a creature of habit, and I am going to fall back lots, but it's great to see you. They were also guests on last year as well. Her and Brandon, Craft Beer Pours. We had a fantastic time. One of my favorite interviews
all
all
of
time.
Them, but it is one of our favorite ones. It was very, very special.
Special, lots of laugh, funny as hell, but they're honestly just because they're great people. I mean, it's as simple as that. Some of the better people we've met on YouTube.
Well, my dear Andrew, my dear husband, are you ready to jump for the first one before we do any of the house cleaning right away?
Oh my God, is she on something already?
Yeah, I just drank extra lemon lemonade.
Oh my God, I'm in speechless. I don't know what's going on with my wife lately. I'm kind of freaked out about it, to be honest. Alrighty. Oh my God, that was 1 year ago already. Isn't that scary?
Yes, I know.
Isn't that scary? How quickly how quickly time passes. Terrifying. Yeah, we'll look around. I'm just letting them go through. They're just filter note and then we'll grab somebody. Good?
Yeah. And I think that we can grab somebody, and then we're going to turn into the roll call, as always, and hashtag Purin Salvis, as always, but I think we got to entice them with something.
Alrighty then. Okay. Yeah, she's really taking control of the situation, folks. I don't even know what's going on, so I'm going to let her talk. There you go.
Well, I just wanted to give a special shout out, and you got to put an echo on.
You gotta wait. I can get those fixed before you start bossing. There we go. Now we got echo. There we go. Alrighty, the floor is yours, woman.
So I wanted to say a special hello to God, the good one.
That's right. You didn't do it right either with the right echo. It's all right. God, the good one. There you go, guys. He's getting up closer. He is about to hit 2,900, guys. So there you go. There's something right off the bat. So we're going to put the link in the description. I assume that's what Xenia is too.
Yes, it's already is in.
There you go, guys. Well, hit them up, and get them up. Let's get them up over 2,900. Let's get them on the right start, because we definitely want to get this guy moving, want to get his channel percolating. He is one of the funniest people on YouTube I've had the pleasure of meeting. I kid you not. You like to laugh. You like another great support stream, guys. Really good, really funny. There he is. God, the good one. And I didn't do it with the right echo again. I'm slipping, God. I hope you will forgive me, God. So let's get him over 2,900, guys. 2,882. You know what to do, folks. You know what to do. You know where we got to get them. You know how all this works. This is not your first rodeo. Link in the description, guys. Let's hit them up. Let's get them up to 2,900, folks. And even though it is not the wheel tonight, you know what? A little bit of this goes a long way. There you go. That's better. There, that wakes everybody up. That gets the blood flowing, folks. That's right. Let's get him where he's got to be. Come on, guys. Let's get him up there. Keep it going, guys. We're almost at 100 in the chat. Let's help out God the good one. There you go. See, I knew I'd get things started up. And on top of that, guys, the king. Much love to you. We got the king and we got God the good one in here.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
The earth and the sky, all is taken.
I was thinking something like a WWE wrestling match. You know, the two. Let's see which one is victorious.
Ooh, that would be interesting. Maybe you can do a collab on that.
That's right.
The king. God the good one. Great idea.
That's right. A thunder of the gods. That's what I would call it.
Yeah.
God the good one, guys. 2,890. Let's get them up there, guys. Let's do this. Come on, folks. Let's get him up. Let's do it. Let's take another look at his channel here, guys. Really funny guy. So many laughs on this one. He's something else, guys. I mean, if you haven't experienced God the good one, you're really missing out on the YouTube experience.
And the king is ready for the call out. He says, Andrew, I'm down.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Wait for the word.
Planting the seeds. And of course, God the one good one says God wins because he can see into the future. Oh my God. 10 to go, guys. 10 to go for God the good one. Let's do it, guys. Let's get him up there. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's get God the good one where he's got to go.
There was a funny story with God the good one and the wheel.
Yes.
It was very funny. He did give us a shout out, and I think, was it a number or letters that he guessed? Something like that.
It was letters.
Letters he guessed.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's unbelievable. He gave us a super chat and he won the wheel.
Not that we asked for super chat to spin it. Not that we have any control over the wheel before that YouTube video gets made.
Yeah.
So there's huge
He
disclaimer.
just said, I will win the wheel.
Yes.
And he did.
I was lurking a while today. I had to leave, so I couldn't participate. But I was watching you get rid of all your money on your. He was had the roulette wheel going.
Oh my.
Yeah.
God the good one does amazing songs that are hilarious.
Volume or is it me? Volume or is it me? I brought down the volume a little bit because the echo adds to it. There you go. Is it that you're having trouble hearing us or we're coming in very muddy? But either way, guys, just don't forget here, God the good one is sitting there with 10 to go, guys. 2890. Time to connect with God the good one, guys. Time to follow the chosen path and all the other blasphemy examples I can use to get God the good one where he's got to go. Let's do it, guys. Let's get him up there. 2890, 10 more, guys. Come on now. That Crohn's chick, how are you? There's a big fan of God the good one. I know that for sure. Check out God the Good One, guys. You will not regret it. I repeat, you will not regret it. Guys, you're getting a giant thank you from God the Good One. I mean, what else can you ask for?
How about we check his about section? There is some surprises hidden there, as always.
Comedy and fun. Do you like to laugh? Do you amaze? Your YouTube would be your song, God. Share God the Good One. Everyone subscribe. Laugh, like, create. When I created France, I was drunk. Sorry about that, of course. That's well documented. Yes, I created everything on the planet, not the bad things. I suppose he's going to blame that on the king now.
Yep.
There you go. I am the only God that has never hurt anyone, and I don't get sulky if you don't show up in my church. Oh my God, merch link is below because Puša Studios told me to put it there.
That's right. All your links in about section are in a special place.
Good job. I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. Very well done. 7 more to go, guys. 28.93. Let's get them. 7 more, folks. Let's do it, guys. Let's get them up there. We're going to mostly be looking at channels tonight. Like I said, there's no wheel, no fuss, no muss. Don't have to worry about leg. You just got to hang around. That's what it's all about. So, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, R5. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can hang around. You're always welcome, but I understand it not too much. You always are welcomed here, so.
Of course.
Yep, and I hope all is well.
Ginger Nightmare, hello. Picasso Show, hello, and welcome to our channel as well.
Mary Boozer, how you doing? Great to see you. Great to see you. We're doing the no wheel shoutouts tonight, guys. We're just looking around at channels, digging around, see what we can see. 28.93, guys. 7 more to go. Let's do it, guys. From God the Good One, I listened to Puša Studios' advice above the advice of my mother. If that's not glowing confidence, I don't know what is. Thank goodness the pressure's off, Brent Ariel says.
Yes, today's no pressure reviews. Double J Vision, hello.
Oh, nice finders beepers. That's awesome. Tagged you in a tweet where we have been tonight. That is awesome. Cool. Thank you so much. And Double J Vision and Kathy Thrifty Halls. Thank you so very much for that. Ariel Landscapes, how you doing? Guys, we missed your name. We're going to say hi in just a second. We're just taking God the Good One to 2,900. You don't have them, guys? Grab them up. Grab them up. Link in the description. Let's do it, guys. Come on, we're going to keep that momentum going. So it's doing good up here. We'll work out to being really good in the chat for everybody. Remember, folks, we're all in it together. And thank you once again, God the Good One. Perfect. Love it. Merch link in below because Puša Studio told me to put it there.
It's a great entertainment and comedy channel, guys. Definitely going to check out his videos and live streams as well. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do the shout out to each and every one of you. If our regular roll call, as always, just in a little bit of time as soon as we get God the Good One to 2,900.
That's right, guys. And we got 106 in the chat and climbing. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. We are on the road to 8K. If you know friends you think would like what we're doing, if you can get them over here, that would be absolutely awesome. If you do it as a shout-out video, remember to title it Puša Studios Road to 8K, hashtag Road to 8K, and come on over and then add it into our playlist because we're going to have a drawing when we hit 8K, and the winner, we're going to give them like an hour or two, bring them up here, go through the channel with them, discuss everything, and also too, it helps give you some more coverage by your video being on that playlist. It gives us more coverage because you know a lot of friends that we don't. Remember, guys, we're all in it together. 106 and climbing. Thanks so much, guys. And 5 more to go for God the Good One, guys. Let's get them up there. Let's do this, guys. Come on now. It is time to put this one in the books for God the Good One.
And we have 109 people watching, guys. You are amazing. Canadian drone hobbyist here.
I finally got my grandpa nap, Paul. Roger. I finally got my grandpa nap. It took a long time.
Not grandpa yet, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what he calls it. Him and Paul, their grandpa naps, and I don't care what it's called as long as I can
Does
get
Roger
one.
have grandkids?
Yeah.
Do you have grandkids?
No.
Okay.
But
just making sure.
It's the time. It's got nothing.
Maybe I was unaware of something.
Oh my God. 28.98, guys. Let's do it. Let's get them up to 2,900. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Come on now. Only 2 more to go, guys. 2 more to go. 28.98. 28.97. 3 more to go. Don't worry about that. That happens, guys. No worries. But we got to get them up there. We're not leaving. We're not moving on until we get him to 2,900. Let's do it, folks. Come on. Great channel, guys. So much fun. Anybody here, if you've already been following God the Good One for a while, and I know a lot of you have, say something nice about God the Good One in here to entice the ones who haven't followed him yet. Something that you really like about his channel, because he is fantastic. So many laughs on there. Does great, like I say, guys, great comedy, funny songs, some networking into it. All together. There's him with Moses.
Yeah, that's hilarious when they get together.
That's always an event. I kid you not. I kid you not. From all the way across the pond. There you go, 2,900.
Yeah.
2,900. It's gonna
Let's give it tax lady.
Yes, exactly.
The angel tax lady.
Oh, it's a tax lady now. We're being political and the tax man's out.
Well, I always thought it's either one or the other.
Yeah, gotta work that way. That's what that.
So today's a tax lady. Yesterday's
Alrighty.
a tax man.
There we go, guys.
They work in shifts.
That's not as 2019 as we can be. Alrighty then, guys. Let's pay the tax lady. Everybody deserves to do the most hated job at the government called collection. So.
What can I say? He's God. That's right, Eileen. You're right.
Exactly.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Much love to you, West Haven, always and forever, and you will not regret it, guys. Remember to just not subscribe, but to watch him, because he is funny as hell. Really is. Do that with anybody you meet tonight, guys. I know it's hard during the live streams, but add one of their videos to your liked list, your liked playlist, and after it's done, go back and watch it. Get to see who you're supporting. You never know if you might find the next biggest collaborator or fan of yours, your next biggest YouTube video crush, whatever you want to call it, guys. You got to give everybody a chance, because you never know what great talent's lurking just beside you in here. That's the cool part of it. That's why you all have wrenches, and keeps it kind of discreet. It's like a masquerade ball a bit, you know, and you really got to go out and see what they do.
Very true.
You know, I can't believe I just said that one and not Xenia. That's such an Xenia comment right there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
With that said, guys, I'm going to say hi to each and every one of you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. So great to have you in here. We got 110 in the chat and climbing. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, guys. Put on your community tab, wherever you can put it. It's a great help. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. And remember, guys, not just for us, but any live stream that you join, take the time to do those few things, because it really makes a huge difference. The more you guys are doing that, the more we're going to climb up in trending, the more new people are coming in. We're all going to get to meet new people. It's as simple as that, folks. It really does work. I want to say a great big good evening or good morning, depending where you are, to each and every one of you guys. Starting off with Goliath Grower. God. I'm going to do it right here. Hang on. God, the good one. There we go. That's a little less sacrilege, or more, depending on how you look at it. Ginger Nightmares in the house. How you doing? Germany Travel Personal Guide. Good to see you. And Geo Jerry's Adventures. Awesome to see you. We got Jelly's Journeys in the house. Great to see you. As well as Gator Bite is in the house. We got Frogger's Garage in here. We got Flowers Glamorous. Oh my God, my list really didn't update. Okay. Feisty Queen. We got Eman Too Wavy. We have Eileen Villieu, the fam. We have Eduardo de Sala. We have Dream Reaper Gaming. Double J Vision. Double Donuts Urban Exploration. We have DD. D90. Coffee Music. City Girl 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter Space 5. We have Chills TV in the house. We have Catfish Terry, folks, as well as Roger from Canadian Drone Hub. We got Bull Moose Beer Talks. We got Brent Ariels, and Branscombe Farm. We got Bossy in the house, folks, as well as Arts and Studios. We got Armed American Patriot, as well as Anthony Benson. We have Angelica's Journey. Alex, the Blue Man Reviewer and Gamer. We have Aerial Landscapes and Accidental Zen. I'm going to refresh this here and see if I get some more. There, we got some more here. I'll try and use Wood Pigeon Outdoors in the house. West Haven, always and forever. Wandering Marine Veteran, thank you once again for your service. I don't know if you were in here a while ago when we said it. Thank you so much. Victoria's Diary. We have Vyclaf Comedy Skit. We have Val's Life in the house today, which went crazy and epic all into one. They were working the room, guys. It was a ton of laughs. Absolutely amazing. Unofficial bucket list families here, as well as Trigga Trey 15th. We have Travel Droner. We have Tracy Gaffney. We have Twosome Discoveries. Tanya and Ant is in the house. The Hulk Life is here. Russ is here. The Ward Show. Or Ashley, I'm not sure. Either or. Pleasure to have you. The Living Proof Paranormal Investigations. The King is in the house. And we got a super chat from Trapper J. What's going on, my friend? Great to see you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Always a great time to have you. Always great to have you in here. Thank you so much for coming. 117 in the chat, guys. Keep hitting the like button, tweet it out, tell old friends, guys. More in here, the more eyes on you, the better it is for everybody. Once again, if you're new, please hit the subscribe. Put it up on a community tab as well. I'm still getting used to say that. Wherever you can get it, guys, on any of your social medias, please put it, not just for us, but any live streams that you get to be part of. It really does help out the host immensely. The Jedi Balloon Man, God the Good One. Now, you didn't have to do that. Not a problem. Not a problem, my friend.
Thank you so much for the golden nuggets from paradise.
Yes, you're on your way to 3K, my friend. You're on the downward stretch. Keep it up. Keep it up. We got the Jedi Balloon Master in the house. We have the Itchy Guru here. We have the Fishing Dream. We have the Chronicles of Ganya Sonya. We have the Camel Cowboy Outdoors in the house, as well as Thames World and Terra Firma and TDC and Sun Media and Space Galaxy and Silver Giveaways. And we have Servant for Yeshua, Jesus God. This should be interesting. San in the house. We have Rick Halliburton. We have Rebecca C. We got Ralph's Trucking on the road in Richmond, Virginia tonight. R5 Adventures. I hope you're still here, but if not, I hope you have a fantastic night. Pure Ostienson is in the house, as well as Play Worthy. We have Ozzy. Oh God, I always freeze on this name.
Alchemist.
Aussie Alchemist in the house, as well as official Chris Litt. We have Naveri Fam in the house. I always think it's some sort of like for comic book Emmy Awards. Every time I see the emblem, it sticks out right away. Great color, by the way, with the orange and green. Definitely sticks out well. Mysterious Shadows in the house. We got Moto Carl in the house. We got Mary Booze RRC in the house. We got Meme Piano. We got Maureen MCD in the house. We have M Living Art, as well as Lothar 900.
And a super chat from God the Good One again. My ears are bigger than a hot air balloon. I'm God. Ooh.
Unreal.
He hears everything.
That's right. He sees all, he hears all. We're so, oh my God, we're so going now. Life with Tina B. How are you? Great to see you here. Life with Stephanie. How you doing? Leonard Shea, fellow Canuck in the house. Good to see you. We got LCMC channel in here, guys. And Chris's channel, we got Katie Thrifty Halls. Just in time pripping. Well, how you doing? Hope
and God the Good One is following up with another super chat. Can I have my money back? I thought you were Abba.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. You don't need to do that. Thank you very much. You're way too kind to us.
I can't sing too much, we can get a strike.
We got Juba Jub Games in the house. We got JT Coin Rings in the house. And we got the boy and the man, Joey Brooklyn, in here. JLUV81. We got iRock Creativity. Iced Rose in the house. Hannah Yasmin is here. Goliath Grower is in the house. And of course, God the Good One. And from there on in, I covered them already, guys. If we missed anybody, please say hi. Let us know. And we'll definitely give you an arena size welcome as well. It's great to have you in here. Guys, you're doing fantastic. Park USA Vlogs, I am here, and it is great to have you in here. Hope all is well.
Leonard Shea, Wood Pigeon Outdoors is here as well. Telling Iaga hello and welcome here. Park USA Vlogs. Now you can help me with this one. G.
Oh my God. Gaitre Miente, if I remember right. I know I just butchered it, but I think it's something like that. I just took a run at it. Awesome to see you. Good morning in Vietnam, my friend. Always love having you in. What a nice surprise.
JT Coin Rings again. Hello. Hello all. Hello, and thank you for super chat.
Let's see here, guys.
Raven Wolf, hello.
The Living Proof is here tonight. Great to see you. Billy Down Under. There's all kinds of channels. Like I say, guys, please highlight our names if we did miss you to make sure.
Emily Vigart is here, who, by the way, did amazing Invisible Illness art piece video inspired by my live stream about millions missing.
Xenia was really impressed by that, guys. Really was.
Loved it.
Really. What the paranormal's in the house? How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Buzzerax is here. How are you doing? Hype in the chat. That's right. BLT Gamers, Sun Media, Lothar 900. You guys are amazing. G Money Outdoors. How are you doing? Of course you're not. Hello. Say hi if we missed you. If you're just listening to us or just watching us as well, if you can, say hi.
Angelica's Journey, welcome. Great to have you in here. And I like your message. That's right. Let's try to grow the right way. Remember, guys, it is very simple in the chat. No asking for subscribers of any type. No, I rubber booted you. No, I belled you. No, I got yous. You take an extra 30 seconds and say something nice to somebody. Like, hey there, Ray Kit. Just checked out your channel. Hope you had a fantastic vacation. Subscribe and great to meet you. Ray Kit, what's going on? He's back in the house. I just seen you're going to be streaming tomorrow. There's a lot of excited people waiting to get you back on here, but I hope you had a fantastic trip, my friend.
Welcome home. Accidental Zen is here as well. It's been Montreal minute, but I'm here tonight.
Can I borrow that rubber boot? Sure.
No rubbing of rubber boots.
That's right.
Oh, D90 guys, you're amazing. Love you guys. Oh my God, Bean Man just finished a 14-hour shift. Oh my God, and you're still here. And you're amazing.
Branscombe Farm, it's always great to have you in here. You're always welcomed in here. So great to see you. I'm glad you have more time as well. Just glittered your tears and happy to see you.
The Ward House, a new channel by Ashley and the Northwest Drone channel. They created the Ward House. Thank you so much. Scissors and unicorns. Forever. Oh, guys, you're amazing.
Let's see here, guys. Let's see here. Alrighty. And with that said, guys, we're going right away to the Ward House, guys. A channel that's taking off. We kind of inspired us and said through a live stream on vowels. We all kind of brainstormed in the end. They decided to pull their forces together and work as husband and wife for something great. So I'm going to put that link for you here, Xenia.
I already have it.
You already have it? You and them? I was going to say you're
I'm
the
on
man.
fire today.
Oh, God. I don't know what's in the water, what's been going on, but help me for the love of God.
Yeah, even our daughter looked at me like I'm crazy. So.
Oh, and Val's channel, guys. Alrighty, guys. Here, I'm going to make this one short and sweet. Here's how we're going to do this one, all right, guys? We're going to give them a push. We're going to get them right away over 100. So here you go. There's the goal, guys. Hang on 1 second. 66. That's going to go up over 70. Let's get them over 100, guys. Let's get them the right start. These are reviews, guys. We're just grabbing channels at will tonight, looking them over. So usually they'll be a bit faster and a bit more on what they're doing, but also the numbers as well. It's a mix. It was kind of the same thing we do, but a more relaxed feel. So, but not too relaxed. Don't worry. As Xenia started off tonight, I thought we were going to become a harlequin
well,
romance.
now I'm on fire. So come on, let's lit the chat. Oh, Kofi, Jake doesn't play off me whatsoever. Tree Trimmer, hello. How are you doing? Flower Glamorous, hello. Good to see you here as well.
Let's give him the old pin pow. You're doing fine. You're doing fantastic. Great job. Come on, guys. 18 more to go for the Ward House, guys. They're just kicking their channel off. They already each have their own channel. She was vlogging. He was droning. Now they come together. Does it sound like an 80s sitcom beginning? I think maybe. Maybe more than 70.
That would be a great promo.
That's right. Oh, Ashley had her vlogging. And Russell had his drones.
Okay,
that's right.
Stop singing, yeah.
Until they came together and became the Ward House. A fun family journey. Alrighty, guys, there you go. Now they got a theme song. They're going to have a hit on ABC this fall. That's right, guys. So let's cheer them on. They need 15 more to go, guys. Let's do it for the Ward House. They're just getting off the ground, so we're not going to. That'll come later, but they already got a couple of videos up. Hats off to them. I like where this is going.
The only suggestion was from me, and I already commented on their Instagram post, to use scissors next time when they shave.
Alrighty, guys. My suggestion, maybe not as is I would really like to see you though get your thumbnails in check before you get too far off out of the gate, and I'd really work on doing them the same way as you did your banner here, tying that in together. That is really, really important, I would say. That is a big part of it. Get them in there right away so it shows up. Get a correlation between all of it. Start building your brand right off the get. It's never too late to do it. Never too late to do it. Alrighty, guys. 91, 9 more to go. Let's do it, guys. E-Man, too wavy. Very easy. Just hang out in the chat and don't ask for it is the best way to do it. Not that you ask properly. I'm just saying that because somebody's going to say it right after it. So, Sassy, Sandy, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you. There once again. I think you were gone the other night. I was asking, you are from Canada, right? From like Ontario? I'm always bringing up the Canadian channels whenever I can, guys. We're a big country, but small in numbers. We gotta kind of push each other. So 95, guys, 95, 5 more to go, guys. Let's do it for the Ward House. Let's get the Ward House over 100. Just getting started, guys. Fantastic channel. Definitely a channel you want to. They're really good together. Like, we went on to Val's life to talk about because they were having trouble deciding what to do with their channels. And by the end of the 2 hours, it's like, you guys got to do something together. And that's exactly what they're doing. That is correct. Awesome. And guys, she makes some fantastic looking pastries. I'm supposed to be watching what I eat right now, but I still might sneak over and watch her channel at some point. I love torturing myself. 97, guys. 97. If you have not hit up the Ward House, we're taking them over 100, guys. Let's do it. Come on, guys. 3 more to go for the Ward House. Let's show them some love. Let's get them off on the right track. Definitely a channel you want to keep an eye on to, guys. I think they're the right combination now together. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. 98, 2 more to go, folks. Link in the description, in the chat. If I don't stop calling descriptions, so help me God.
Alright, everybody knows already what you mean.
I know. It just drives you crazy. The more I try to be conscious about it, the more I keep saying it. I don't know what that obsession is with that. 98, guys. Come on now. All right. Chills TV is back in the house. Good evening, video call-in show. How are you doing tonight? Good evening, Andrew Innigsany. Well, thank you so very much. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you in here. 98, guys. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Let's do it.
Place Planner, hello. How are you doing? Pepper Tree Villa, hello. And Timothy and Juarez. God bless your family and friends, Pusa. Well, thank you so much, Timothy. Thank you for the super chat.
That's very kind of you. Thank you so much.
Purgatory Paranormal is here as well. And video call-in show says doing great. Thanks.
Thank you so much. 100, guys, for the Ward House. That's what we're talking about. That's the way to do it. Keep it going, guys. You haven't grabbed them. Let's do it. They're just getting off the ground, but definitely a channel you want to keep an eye on, too. They both already have their own channels, and now they're combining their forces, and I think this is where they're really going to shine. I think together they're going to be absolutely unbelievable.
Look at the views. I think it's already showing right there. It's growing. You're doing something good.
And Russell got scissors for everyone. Is it Ashley? I didn't get to see. Is it Ashley?
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
Yeah, so I kind of like the mystique. I'm still wondering. Did you guys change camera? Something? Yeah, that's just the settings. Just playing with it a little bit more, trying to replicate it.
Some color.
Yeah, adding a bit of a. Well, I mean, last year everything was kind of the washed out look. That's what it was. Peter McKinnon and all those guys and that. But you know what? It's time.
Well, last week we looked like we were dead.
Anyways, sometimes I felt like it. We got 111 in the chat and climbing, guys. You are fantastic. Great job at the Ward House. If you haven't grabbed them already, please do. If you haven't hit the like button, tweet it out, told friends. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe. We love to show you all the other things we got going on. Tonight is no wheel reviews, guys. That's right. It's a little bit slower pace. If you're worried, if you feel you get kind of screwed with the legs, sometimes on wheel nights and that, this is the night for you. There is no rhyme or reason to it except being in the chat. Just be well warned. Channels with no content, channels full of copyright content or hate or stuff like that, guys, will not be featured without any apologies. But you'll not even know it because we bring it up, and if we see that, we just move on to the next one.
Yeah, if you're buying to YouTube rules and guidelines, you should be
Well,
good.
if you're full of hate content, you'll know it because you can't type in the chat once we find it. I think that's fair enough to say, but anything
That's true. By the way, did we miss putting the congratulation emojis in the chat for the word house?
Yes, guys, flood the chat with emojis for the Ward House. They passed 100 thanks to all you awesome people. And if you've not grabbed the Ward channel, grab it now, guys. Why not? Why not pay the tax man? Or tonight, as we're being politically correct in 2019, we have a tax woman. Once again, equal opportunity for probably one of the worst jobs in government. So. And I'm just kidding, Xenia. She's got usually no worries about any kind of stuff like that. I'm just bugging her, I think. I think I'm bugging her. It looks like I'm bugging her.
Does it look like anything?
I know how to bug her. You guys know how I can bug her? There.
Today is no wheel. No wheel means no horn.
No horn, no horny.
Montokari, hello.
I hear you.
Guys, put the emojis for the word family or word house. I'm sorry.
You were saying, sorry, I put that by accident. Continue, please.
They are at 100 and they can get their custom URL right now if they would like to.
That's right.
Congratulations once again.
I like how the horn divides people. But you know what? Every time it gets hit, they come a-running. I kid you not. So it does serve a purpose. It does do a job. Andrew, that one up here.
No.
Thanks, Watson.
I do start liking it at some points, but not when we don't spin the wheel.
Yeah. She says it's become a bit of an aphrodisiac in the whole thing, so sometimes on Saturday nights.
Don't push it so far.
On date night, I have to play it some, so.
Is it when you're dressed up like unicorn?
That's right, playing My Heart Will Go On. I have to the horn to go with it. Patty Brassard, how you doing tonight? Hope all is well. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Guys, don't forget about hashtag Blue Ridge Group selfies. We're going to get
something
to them as well in a
something.
little bit of time. Like and share, and of course, if you're new, subscribe. Make sure that you're still subscribed to us if you think that you already are. And please, hashtag Blue Ridge Group on Twitter, on Instagram. We're going to share it out. If you're on Twitter and Instagram, we're going to share it in our stories. Add it. And we're gonna chuck it out in a little bit of time. Today is random channel reviews. That's right.
That's right, guys. No rhyme or reason to it. Just hang around the chat, keep talking, keep mingling with each other, and that's all you have to do. It's as simple as that. No muss, no fuss. That's right, guys.
What is muss?
Trouble. No fussing around. No trouble. No.
Okay, now I know what it means. Artco Drone Solutions. No muss today. Patty Brassard, artist. No muss today here.
Yeah. It's that guy from Family Guy again. It's so funny because there's no such thing as muss.
You're leaving me hanging today, you know?
What?
You're leaving me hanging today.
Oh my God, well, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Alrighty, guys, I'm bringing my A game on just for the wife. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Time to tweet it out. Time to hit the like button. Let's make it happen, guys. That's right. Time to make magic here on Puša Studios. Thanks to all you amazing people. Alrighty, guys, you ready? Step right up, step right up. That's right. It is no wheel tonight. We're just calling you out. Time to make magic happen. Time to get people up here. Want to get to know your neighbor better? This is the right place, folks. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. How was that? Oh my God, Wandering Marine Veteran. Oh my God.
No muss, no fuss with double S. Okay. Now, Wandering Marine Veteran, thank you so much. And once again, thank you for your service.
Oh my God. Oh my. Thank you so very much. I feel bad you had to super chat to clear that up for. I do apologize.
I do appreciate that a lot. Thank you. I learned a lot with you guys.
I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. I hope everybody's having fun. It's a chill atmosphere. And like I say, guys, just keep talking to each other, being good to each other. That's what it's all about. So we're surrounded by great creators in here, guys. We have goals. I don't know why that became like the big question tonight, especially for some new channels. I always have my inklings, if you know what I mean, but that's okay. What's some of our big goals? We, of course, we want to grow like anybody else. But where are we at? We're the luckiest people on YouTube, guys. We got so many great channels that come in here that tell other great channels about what we're doing. And what else can you ask for than that? For a channel that nobody really even knew existed last year, that nobody could even pronounce their name, some still can't, and that's fine. I get it. It's not the first name we would have picked if we had known we were going to do live streams. But I mean, it's unbelievable. It's not, if people come here and actually walk away feeling like they got something good out of what they did. They come out saying, we have people coming in now almost to double check if they hear something about YouTube, coming in to check in our streams and ask, and feeling confident once we give a yes or no about it, to go and think of it as being true. That's unbelievable. You can't put a price tag on that. We're the luckiest people on here. So we have goals to grow, but no sadness about where we're at. That's where I think is the fairest answer to give. Linda's House of Chill. Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Who just bought our shirt the other day, which was very cool. It was nice to be on and see that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did Linda just recently change her logo?
I know, I was looking at that too. I think it's been since the last time I was here, which would have been Thursday or...
Yeah, a couple days, but I noticed it, I think, a couple days ago. Double J
nice,
Vision,
sleek.
hello.
Looks nice with that blue as well, and that blended right in. Very cool.
Beautiful. Good Symmetry's Gone Bad is here.
Remember, guys, with logos and avatars and all that stuff, less is more, guys. It really is. Chase confident, that's probably the best way not to. We're just grabbing channels at will here. No rhyme or reason to them, whether they've just got here tonight or beforehand. That's completely irrelevant. It's just looking around.
Finders, beepers, history seekers. Xenia is looking beautiful tonight. I'm considering stealing her from you, Andrew. Aw, thank you. But I'm tied up to this guy here.
Oh God, you got her cuddling.
Even if he leaves me hanging.
No, I won't leave you hanging anymore. I got you back.
Thank you, guys. It's a great compliment, though. Thank you.
Oh my God. Sorry, I'm back. City Girl 1234. It's great to meet N5. It's great to meet you. And one thing is, your time is valuable, and all kinds of things come in life. You never have to apologize. Whatever time you can spend here is hugely appreciated. So have no fear, no worries. Can you see the text well, or should I blur the piano picture more while ago? You can't see nothing, and it's the color. You need super contrast to try and see that on here, like really deep contrast.
And terra firma by choice.
Do you love BLT gamers? I'm here every time. Of course we do. I don't know what our daughter's doing.
Purgatory Paranormal is saying they went through 2 or 3 logos before they changed theirs.
Exactly.
And I'm not tapping my nose, it's just itchy. Well, Terra Firma said to tap nose twice if I need saving, so I'm just saying it's by choice.
Video calling shows wishing a pleasant Memorial Day to all my brothers and sisters. That is awesome. You served a video call-in show, sir. Thank you. Well, you know what? I'm halfway there.
Look at that. Look at his different answer. Finders, beepers, history seekers. Andrew is looking beautiful tonight. I'm considering stealing him from you. Oh no, you're halfway somewhere, so... You know, I put it all out there, and this is what you asked.
I put it all out. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye on you.
Yeah. Living on a prayer, me piano. I did. No, I honestly did not know that. I apologize for that. Or I'm having a brain fart right now. Video call-in show that he served. Did you know he served?
No.
We do apologize for that. But thank you very, very much for your service. Like I say, we're in Canada, but nonetheless, we're all in it together. I mean, we're all allies in that. I've taught my kids that from early on to thank a veteran for their service. So my apologies for not knowing that. And thank you very much for your service. I know today is for veterans, but at the same time, any time, it's the right time to say thank you to a vet for all they give of themselves to keep our world turning.
For sure.
Yes, safely.
Linda's House of Chill is actually changing the entire channel. I love the sound of that. Looking forward to what's to come, Linda.
That's awesome. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Just always think it out before you do it, and try to, not make changes every day. Like, think of somewhere where you really want to go, so you're mostly in the ballpark once you get there, and then tweak it. Because sometimes people are doing like every day, changing a whole new channel. That's another big part, guys, with about sections. Try to write them like on Notepad or something. Get them down closer to where you want to go, and then put it up instead of changing that each time. Because the algorithm's using that as a key tool for where it's going to how it's going to recommend you to people. So try
That's
to look.
right.
Yeah.
Vexicor, hello. Good to see you. Is it a free day for you? Good to see you.
Hope you're doing well. Hope all is new. Jason's in the house. How are you doing tonight, Jason? Hope all is well. Pac USA Vlogs, how are you doing tonight? Great to see you. So many great channels here, guys. We got 121 and climbing. You guys are fantastic, folks. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all the good stuff. And like I say, guys, just mingle away, enjoy each other's time, be good to each other, keep it above the belt. No, I rubber booted you. No, I sunk your battleship and all that crazy. Just talk to each other, say nice things to each other.
And a special for Ralph Strocking.
There you go.
That's PG too.
Did you guys always start out with the idea of doing live streams, or did you develop over time? Keep up the great work, guys. These are great. John Fraser, thank you so very much. We do appreciate it. If you go back, it's all cinematics. All cinematics at the beginning. This is to promote our actual business, video and photography here in Montreal. I was doing YouTube, Xenia was doing Instagram. Of course, I did the video, she does the photography. And then... yeah, I've heard it, video call-in show. I've heard it. I rubber booted you. Another one of my favorites was something about an outhouse one time. I slammed the outhouse door or something like that. Yeah, there's some pretty creative ones. And it's not that I have a problem with that. Like, guys, it's your channel. Always remember that. You can do whatever you want. Be your own person. Be independent. All that stuff, okay? Any big YouTuber is that's the first thing they do. They're quite individuals. I always say be a peninsula, not an island. You still need to connect with people like we're doing tonight and, come together, do collabs and that. But don't be lost in the mix. But with that said, I kind of spread off for a second. I apologize. People were starting to use these terms and thinking they were safe. That's the whole reason. It's kind of funny when I say it, but really at first it was more of a warning to people. Because I go into chats and be like, don't say subs. Instead say, I bobbed your apple 700 times a minute, thinking that it cleared them of any chances of having a problem with the algorithm. It's an awful way to do it. Really awful way to do it. It's got nothing to do with the word. It's got to do with the repetition. It's got to do with the frequency. It's in the way it's in the context it's being used. That's why it's okay. If you say, video call-in show, I just checked out your channel. Man, you have some great drop-ins at night, and I love the talks. I just subscribed. You can use subscribed. YouTube is fully aware, and I'm not saying this to pick on video call-in show. I'm just picking his name as an example. I could do it with anybody in here. It's the same thing. It's got nothing to do with the word. It's got to do with the context. If you are in here and everybody's writing, I subbed you, 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 YouTube knows there's a problem. You're trying to beat one of the biggest AI computers in the world. Therefore, you're no safer by writing, I rubber booted you, I rubber booted you, I rubber booted you, I rubber booted you, and so on and so forth. Whatever you write, the algorithms realize the right way. These words are being said in repetition. These channels keep subscribing to each other. Oh, I smell a skunk in the ground, and they do something about it. Write it out in sentences, guys. It just talk to people. It slows down so people aren't doing it. Because you know what? By doing that, it's that versus somebody 4 times in the same amount of time writing, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. That's what makes it. You got the bunny too, Puša Studios. No animals planned on.
Yeah, I wondered if she fed the bunny under the bed. It's all good. It's all good though. No
okay.
Bunnies.
I'll keep my nose out of that bunny
Thank
hole.
You.
There you go.
I was worried about the bunny.
But on that side too, if you do have a channel and say you want to use the bunny thing, like I'm just taking an example, and say you wanted to, I fed your bunny. You can say that. That's fine, as well as you'll write it into a sentence on top as well. Once again, it's context. There's nothing saying you can't have like the cute version of something that pertains just to your channel to do it, you know, because it builds branding, it builds engagement and stuff like that, and something new and specific to what you do. But it's all in context. But if that same channel you're writing, I bunnied you, 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 well, yeah, you're in the same boat. So it was always just to keep people from getting a false sense of safety from it. And I used to see that all the time, and they'd be like, whew, thank God we used the bunnies. 725,000 in a half hour. We will never get noticed by the algorithm this way versus writing subscribed. And I'm sitting there in the screen going like, no. This is the devil's play yard you've created. You don't even realize it yet.
Don't put the word sub. Put your bells and whistles in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I got an emoji. We're going to use the puke face emoji to mean I got you. That will come up 10,000 times and nobody will be the wiser, you know. Oh, thank you, son. You couldn't have come at a better time. Thank you. Our son is getting his coffee and he also has a bad headache tonight, so thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it.
I hope it's better.
Yes. You guys are the best.
Yeah, next one.
Vyclav, I hope I'm pronounced properly. You're the best. When you guys bring your amazingness in here, you guys make us look better. So, oh my God, there he is again. David's Trees and Lawn Service. How you doing? Let's get that wrench up for you. There you go. Good to see you. Glad you could make it back. So many great channels in here, guys. How old is your son? Bean Piano, every time we're in here, you ask us about our kids and our ages. They're freaking me. 21, 12, and 8.
This one is 12, yeah.
He's the middle one.
Ghostly Findings Paranormal.
He's our Meg child. Canadian Cali Prairie Girl, how are you? Hope you see it. I tell him that sometimes. I tease him. I tell him he's Meg from Family Guy because he's the middle child.
Yeah. He's having a play on Wednesday, by the way.
Dangerous Criminals, how you doing? Yo, to you as well. How you doing? Vexing Core is writing it up in there.
Hazelite Vixen is here as well. Oh, that's okay, New Piano. We're just just teasing you.
We're just teasing you.
The Creator Spotlight is here. That is awesome.
Ah, nice. How you doing tonight? Hope all is well.
Mechanics, Creations, and Gameplay has 6 of them. Ooh. Well, I guess it's great. I don't know. I hope you're doing well. What are their ages? My God, that's courageous. We had Daddy's Life of 13, I think. We had here a channel that has 13 kids. And then we had a child of 17 as well. 17 and counting.
Yeah, I don't know where he's been lately. I was just thinking about him the other day, wondering where he is.
Yeah, it's probably the end of school year. Everybody's trying their tests and stuff like that.
Alrighty, guys, here's another channel just pulled from the mix. There you go, guys. Andy Waugh is up on the board. Andy Waugh, he's running around now. See, she didn't even have warnings, so now she's scrambling, trying to get his link. Would you like me to post it in the chat?
Yes, please. I mixed up my coffee with the lemonade.
Oh, that's even better then. That's an even better answer. Good stuff. Guys, there's Andy Waugh, who's 2 away from 1,300. Very nice, guys. Let's get him up there. You guys know what to do. I'm going to put him in the side chat. We're going to take a quick look at Andy's channel. Let me get him up here.
I love that banner.
Yep. Andy's got a fantastic looking channel. Really, really sharp looking. And guys, that's what packaging does. There's once again that proof into it. Eye-catching, something different. This is what draws people in. Stuff like this, guys. Something off the beaten path. This is really cool. I like what you did here. I would almost have kind of played with the I know when you did the picture and you faded off in the white for the phone and stuff like that. Almost a little bit more, maybe brought up like a bit the blacks up a bit and brought like a light in the mids a bit more, just give it a little more definition. But either way, it's very cool. It looks really good. It's a nice looking channel. It's something different, and that's what it's all about. Congratulations on passing 1,300, by the way, as well. Awesome job. Very well done. You see, you got really quick start awareness for Resolve 15, which is very cool. That's very cool. You're doing DaVinci Resolve tutorials. Those are really good. Like I said, if I wasn't into Premiere, like so vested in time, and we could claim it for business, I'd be so all over DaVinci Resolve. I really love what it's doing. If you're looking for something powerful, There's lots that say, well, I'm just using Filmora and stuff like Filmora is good, and a lot of people, Tony Cece the other night, that was a guest of ours, who goes around the world shooting video and photography for nonprofit organizations. He's very well versed in Premiere, but he's using Filmora now because it's just easier. Laptop on the go all the time. So I get that. There's no real wrong one. I like that you keep your face into as many of them as possible. Like that's, and the bigger the better. Just make sure it's always on a part where the algorithm can recognize the face. That's always extra points with the algorithm. It's hard on his because I know you have a lot of varied stuff, and I know you're kind of going with it. You don't want the same old. Just sometimes when we're getting started, it's nice to have a bit of a continuity to it. As when we get bigger, yeah, the bigger ones would be doing more of what you're doing. Thank you so much, son. But they're running on name power. They're like the Costco of channels. They have so much brand power running behind them. You know, they can put a stick figure and people are going to click onto it, and it's going to be recommended. But it's good, at least you get your face everywhere, and so that brings a bit of it home. So, anything you want to add, hon?
No, I think, the thumbnails and stuff, I always say that if you have a spot-on banner, and I think I even said that yesterday again, if you have a spot-on banner, try to use it in your thumbnails somehow, incorporate, you don't have to invent a new bicycle, so to say, if you already have something that works. Mm-hmm. Just to use the parts of it or different elements of what you already have in your banner that works already in the overlays or the parts of your thumbnails. And that is going to create that consistent branding, recognizability, and also makes it easier for you too because you don't have to make something up new. You already have it. You already have the parts of the creation.
Paul Murray just walked in the house. How you doing, Paul? Great to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic night. You're the best. You and Val today on Val's channel was priceless. Priceless. Can't even begin. Yeah. You guys got to get a chance to see it. Val's life's in here. Her live stream she did with Paul today was something to be seen. I got a showings in after. That'll be some evening watching. We'll skim to the highlights.
He was laughing like crazy.
Yeah. Ray Kidd is still hanging out in the house, guys. Ray Kidd is in here. Great to see you, my friend. Guys, Ray Kidd is a past guest of ours. He has, let's take a look here right now. I'm just curious to see where he is. We're going to give him a quick little push here. 2 days ago, he was at 17,100 and some. Past guest of ours. Ray Kidd didn't have any need to come on our show as a guest. And he did graciously and spent a ton of time with us talking. We had a ball that night. Ray Kidd also could have walked away from that live stream and never came back again. Ray Kidd has become one of our biggest supporters, our pushers. Not pushers, that sounds bad. Pushing for our channel. I want to stress that one out, so I just want to say that. And has been nothing but a pure gentleman to us. I cannot thank him enough. If you do not have Ray Kidd and you want to see somebody putting a really good take on gaming channels, Ray Kidd is your man, folks. He was sitting in Spain the other day on his holidays because he does this 4 days a week, and then he works 12 to 14 hours a day in England fueling jet planes. And he was having his meal in Spain, and we are almost chasing him away to go and enjoy his vacation because he was in supporting us. So, I mean, we're talking a while ago about how we're the luckiest people on YouTube. There's another shining example of it, guys. There's one right there. So if you do not have Ray Kidd, you must grab him. Anybody here who has got nothing but great things to say about him. He's a little bit older, not older, but I mean, he's not 17. And that's what I like about his channel. He's very engaging. You want to learn how to do good live streams where you're busy doing something and you can still engage the audience. You want to check him out. Why do I say that? Because it's not just about gaming. He's busy doing gaming, but if you're doing a live stream and you're a mechanic, and you're getting ready to change pistons in an engine, or if you're a cooking channel and you're preparing the dough for making some sort of bread for everybody to see. These are the type of people you can look at and get inspiration from, because no, they're not doing the exact same things as you do. That said, they're a channel that's doing something and talking at the same time, which falls right into what you're doing. Never pass up the opportunities to get to know other channels, guys. It really is. There's inspiration everywhere, and you do not want to miss a moment of it. Let me put that link in the chat for you guys in case you haven't grabbed them. Grab up Ray Kidd, guys. Really, really amazing guy. And also, guys, you got Andy up to 1319. That is awesome, guys. Andy's got a fantastic channel. I like the originality to it. Hats off to you. Keep working that brand. Keep playing around with it. Keep getting it more and more homed. I would, like I said, if I made any suggestion here, a bit lighter in the fade, try to extend it a bit more if you can. And play with your levels. Bring up your blacks maybe a tiny bit more, and take your mids and bring them, wash them, bring them out, let the whites highlight. Just to give a bit more of that like kind of film noir contrast, but it looks really good. Hats off to you for off the beaten path, because that's what gets noticed. That's the first part to it, is working on your individuality. Very, very well done.
There was a question from Wood Pigeon Outdoors. He's working on the new promo trailer for his channel. Mm-hmm. Is it better to use like bits of his older videos or make it completely new from new footage?
I would say use some from your older ones and mix in a bit of new as well. Give them a bit of taste of both. Just make sure the older ones are ones that represent you in a good light. If you've made huge changes in the way you shoot video, the quality and stuff like that, they don't have the excitement you're looking for. Don't use them just for the sake of bringing back past memories. Make sure they work into it. You want to get that feel. Keep it short too, please, guys. Try to keep those like a minute long. Hit them with all you got. A lot more faster changes into it. Showcase what you do. Don't make it like a spinning carousel though. Give it the same depth that you would give any video you make. Let's things, because I know that sometimes it's either like it's like an intro is 7 minutes long and fitting every godforsaken piece of footage they have, or they're trying to put like too many cutscenes. There's a flop. It's like spinning a Rolodex at some points. Just let it have the feel of the music and give it the same attention you would to any other video. Don't worry about scrimming. You're not there to tell everything your channel does. You're there to entice people to come in and see all that your channel does. It's just a preview to it. It's not the story. So you don't need to worry if you don't get every single clip that you like. There's lots of other places you can use them down the road. That's, to me, is the biggest key of it. So.
That is awesome. We have Enlightened Sky Watcher here, and the Word House says, I have met some of my favorite channels on here. Some were very unexpected. Never figured I would be into channels like coin collecting or magnet fishing. But man, I now watch some often. That is awesome. Yes, and this is what we are going for, that you guys can get introduced to different categories as viewers as well, not just as creators.
I haven't said that one in a little bit, guys, but basically, if anybody's been with us for a while, you know how I explain that and how I see our channel. You started off in here and you've met your core. If you're into magnet fishing, if you're into drones. Oh my, I gotta stop for a second. Speaking of coins, look who walked in the door but Mantic Coins. Were your ears burning?
Oh, yes.
I love these guys. We haven't been over in a while, but guys, I still lurk. I still love what you do when I'm working. I'm listening in. Husband and wife couple, past guest of ours, and they're absolutely phenomenal.
They're hilarious, actually. They're so funny.
Such great representative of their niche. Those ambassadors, they really are. If you love fishing, check me out, guys. Hook 'em and broke 'em outdoors. Thank you for the super chat. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And Purgatory Paranormal says you won't get better channel advice than you will here at Puša Studios. You're very sweet. Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Eileen has 30 seconds and she used some of her thumbnails in her promo. Yeah, you can do that too.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. If there a music channel on stream. Channels on the stream. Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
there are, definitely.
Yep.
And right now the music behind us or in the background is MU Free Music. The link is in the description below, so check that out too. Madame Pongo.
Thank you so very much for that. Really do appreciate it. You're really, really too kind.
Got monetized recently, by the way.
Excellent.
Yes, congratulations.
Huge congratulations to you. Thank you so much. And McCartney Survival, we love you all. Puša Studios, thank you so much. Oh, you guys are awesome.
McCartney Survival, yes. Hello. No Drama Makeup Drama is asking, do they need a promo if they don't have one?
It's great. I'd say it's great, especially for because on your homepage you can customize it, like one for new people and one for returning for your new ones. I think it is a big part. Ours is a little different because we use that Cheers, the Cheers music one. Mm-hmm. So, but that was our choice. We did it for our reasons. But yeah, you still want something that that was just too good to pass up. We had it at the time, but that's got to be changed as well. I love it. It's got an emotional spot with me, but it's time to make something that's more geared towards what we do. So yeah, we're going to be doing one new one coming up soon for our channel. But you want that for your introduction one, for the news, and then for the returning, then feature one of your main videos instead that you want to show. That would be my advice. And remember, guys, there's a difference between an intro for your channel and an intro for your videos. I just want to stress that. Yeah. I don't like dabbling in that rabbit hole too much either. I love being in your head. It has no adverse effects whatsoever. It's one of my happy places, is to read your thoughts.
So the difference between the promo and the intro is?
The intro to your video should be about 10 seconds long, it's short, fast, with a call to action, and move on from it. Don't drag it out. I'm literally seeing videos sometimes that the introduction is longer than the actual video once it starts. That's a huge problem. The intro is just to get people to go and check out more of what you do. That's all it is, nothing more, nothing less. Drone Kings in Darwin, how are you? Great to see you, my friend. Much love to you from down under. Thank you so much, Pusa Studios. You were a big part of YouTube journey. Hope you helped me a lot. Madam Pango, thank you so very much. And realize that you do to us as well, guys. It's a two-way street. And I want you to always remember that, how much you guys bring to the table. Even if it's just coming in and hanging out, you're helping us grow. You're helping us get noticed. Every time you go and tell somebody that you enjoyed your time here, you're helping us. Every time you help somebody else out in the chat, you're helping us. And we can't thank you enough for being here. So,
where do you put an intro video? Well, now the question, did you mean the promo or the intro in the video? The promo you put in the homepage. You can feature a video, and that's where you put it, as Andrew said, for new subscribers and for returning ones. And if you mean the intro for the video, usually you start with introduction to video right away. Don't start with your intro, start with introduction to video, because YouTube AI is reading it. It's important. You go on and entice people. And then when you talk about the video for around 10 seconds or so, you put your intro, and only then continue with the rest of the video.
There, I lowered the volume this time into it. Here you go, guys. Here's an example of ours. I hope it's low enough. It should be. We're going to find out in a second. We're going to keep it really low. Oh, we didn't do an intro on this one.
No.
That's
yeah.
We only did them later on, I think. Yeah. See, back then we just had a rolling one. This was more of our artistic one that we used for our commercial stuff. So that one has no music onto it and is very short. Now I forget which ones we've even done one onto.
But you see, ours is a bit different because we don't have any words. It's basically a cinematic roll with music.
Yes.
When you do have explanation video, a how-to video, a vlog, or things like that, then you do need that buffer. That's why I was talking about of introduction to the video first, then intro, and then the rest of the video.
It was only later on. I'm trying to think now. It's been so long since we've done these ones.
Left me hanging again. Who come on, Book 'em Outdoors? Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. No, but Hook'em and Book 'em Outdoors, I really appreciate it, but I got to tell you, it's a bit of jumping the queue. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but yeah, just it's a hard one because I appreciate it, just not too much, because we're trying to keep the self-promotion down. We might actually have a new way to do that coming up. Xenia and I are discussing a couple of features. We just had to try to back everything off for a little bit because it was getting too out of control, not just in ours, but we felt on a lot of channels. And you know, a channel shouldn't feel like an auction yard. It shouldn't feel like a meat locker. It's got to have it, and it's not that most of them don't do it. No, and I appreciate that. Like, you know, it's not that you're doing it so wrong. You should have the right to say something about your channel. We're just trying to find a way that we're going to be able to make it work right, that people don't take advantage of it. Same as goals. Like, we allow anybody, you know, who's 20, 25 away from 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, etc., to tell us, and we'll jump queue, bring them up. We used to have people saying goals in here, but of course some people ruin it for everybody, and it was just non-stop. Every second one had a goal. I'm 4 away from 228, or I'm 3 away from 1,042. I mean, it just smothers the chat. You can't even have one kind of a conversation. And we wanted our channel in better standings because you're seeing a lot of changes going on with YouTube. It's clamping down a lot of things. And if anything, I can pride Xenia and I on, we kind of seen the writing on the wall way back and didn't want to get caught in that mess. My God, even John DiNardo's in here. How are you? The whole gang is on show tonight. I love it. Great to have you all in. Jenny O'Brien, how you doing? Great to see you. Guys, that's been the basis of it, is trying to keep our channel so we can be supported. Longevity is the key for us. We don't want our channel lost in that mix. Last fall, I mean, when the wheels started taking off, it was very easy. We could have ran it the rest of the time and said, you know what, 5 days a week, we're networking, nothing else, and our channel would probably been as dead as a doornail by now. Some people thought we were absolutely insane when we started doing the interviews again, Tech Talk Tuesday. You're going to kill yourself. You're going to ruin it. You're going to lose your momentum. But at what cost? In case they do take away tools like Social Blade now, and all those ones that are... Guys, it's said. It wasn't a warning. It's done. They're not going to be around in August unless some mercy grace from heaven changes their minds at YouTube. They're not going to be able to access that information to be able to have Social Blade and all these programs. So it's part of keeping this channel healthy that it keeps running and functioning on its own. We don't want trouble. We don't want it up and down. We really want to work within YouTube's guidelines. And remember that, guys, really look at YouTube's guidelines. Always make sure you are within the boundaries of them. If you're in the boundaries of them, doesn't matter if somebody likes you or can't stand you or whatever. If you're in them boundaries, you're good. You only have to answer YouTube. Nobody else on YouTube is the YouTube police. So just wanted to put that as a little reminder for everybody. So many great channels in here. Man, oh man, what great channel. Guys, we're still way over 100, and if you have not hit that like button, tweet it out, told friends, all that good stuff, please do, folks. Please
we have 2 questions if we want to follow up.
Alrighty.
So Free to Laugh now said, how do you narrow your channel's focus when you have so much diversity?
What is your biggest passion? And what is the most marketable that you feel good by doing? Don't do something though, and gigantic asterisks on that one. When I say marketable, don't start doing something you hate or something to jump on the bandwagon to give your channel legs. So I do not want to. Oh, Ghost Findings Paranormal. As long as they use it in a full sentence or two, subscribe, all good. If they just say I sub to you and stuff like that, yeah, definitely not. Find your niche. Find out if there's 3 things you're really into. Say you're into, I don't know, gaming, bushcraft, and motorcycles. Okay, there, we'll try that one. Should I focus on the gaming? Well, do I do gaming most of the time? If I only do it once a week, no. You're then down to the other 2. And you're looking between them. So say that you have bushcrafting and motorcycles. Okay, which one do I do the most of out of those 2? And B, which one do I think most represents me on YouTube? Which one can I get the most traction from? Because there's no law that says you only have to do one thing. But it's good to be under one package for the algorithm so it understands what you're doing. Until you get really gigantic, then you can just put it all out there. And still, they're very careful. As channels don't vary too much. But you want to find what works best for what you can push out in the market. So if I was caught between bushcraft and motorcycle, it's a hard toss-up. If you're really experienced and you have a ton of videos about it, that's your niche, put that across. Because those are kind of more equal in competition, I would think off top. Maybe motorcycles more competition than bushcraft, but not compared to gaming. A lot of people like gaming, but when you get into gaming, you've just put yourself into the lion's den. You've just taken on the most competitive field in all of YouTube. And that's not to say you can't get somewhere. We have Ray Kid, and here's a great example. You can. But you also have to... I'm going to use him as a case study. What did Ray Kid do? He focuses on one game. And more, I don't want to say up and coming like it hasn't been heard of, but instead of doing Fortnite, instead of doing that stuff, he's more into a game where he's really footed himself as becoming kind of an authority on it. To the point that now the game creators consult with him when they make changes and let him see early previews, which means now he's become a place to get a source of information about that game. That there's nothing being really played on his channel except for that game. So people know that's where they can go for it. And he's also showing it off more, so the video game producers are more than happy to kind of throw him ahead a bit more and let him get more coverage for doing it. Then you bring in the part that he does, what sometimes with gamer channels is very frustrating for people who don't play, is they feel ignored when they're in there. He's very engaging. He takes his life experience into it. He doesn't try to act like he's 17. He acts his age, his wisdom, his experience into what he does. A very honest portrayal of him. So all those tools are giving him a way to compete in something that's one of the hardest to compete into. But you have to be ready to do that. If you're going to go into a heavily competitive fields in here, heavily competitive niches, you better find something that really will help you represent you in the best way. Or you'll be a lot of times banging your head. And we do see that as well. I mean, I see real frustration. And they're like, well, I love gaming. And I get that, but it's sometimes, I mean, we can't, just because we love something. YouTube is not, if I build it, they will come. That's a very big misconception. A huge one that people have to realize. That's not the case whatsoever.
There's plenty of channels that are with amazing content and
Yep.
no views. And
It's sad.
it is very sad because unfortunately we do run by the algorithm here. And sometimes, as there are some videos we're saying that the algorithm becomes the content. So finding that golden in between kind of is the key, which goes into the question from John Fraser. Would be keen to hear your thoughts on quality versus quantity. Obviously both are important, but do you think one extremely high quality video a week is better than 3 decent videos a week?
Yes, but also again, as a side note, don't get caught into the point that you're so caught up into the quality that you're not producing what you should. You want to be represented well, and I mean, that's one thing about YouTube has been kind of now becoming more accepted is that some people sit on them for way too long and don't get enough out there to be able to build up. But there's also the other side too that's just milling out any pile of garbage, let's call it for what it is, they can get just to say they have a video out. And that's horrible. If you're going to pick between those two, definitely one a week that's a lot better than 3 mediocre. But sometimes your mediocre is better than what you're realizing, and you're so caught up in the creativity process trying to, I want to make it the perfect viral video. I'm horrible for that. I've had videos delayed for long periods that Xenia's, and I've had to do the same with her in photography. Okay, let it go. Nobody notices this change. I'm all worried. I ran and edited a video for 6 hours in rendering to show Xenia. I'm like, you see, finally, now you don't see it. And she's like, what? It's not there. It's not there. Give it up. Move on. Get it out there. So that's why I say that. Good quality will always trump, but don't let it go to the point that it keeps you from creating too much. Find that balance. Find where it's, this is good. Nobody's going to notice that flower tilting in the right corner. It's meaningless, and just move on from it to the next one. But yes, if you're just going to throw out stuff just to say it's out there, you're definitely off a better one once a week.
Consistency is the key. It's not how many, really.
Yes.
Or sometimes even what.
Yes.
And it is important that you are consistent on the day and the time and how often do you produce things. Okay, so sometimes do pre-schedule, and when you know it, you take yourself accountable to be done with whatever you're doing, or to tell yourself this video is good enough to put it out that day because you need to put it out that day.
Yeah.
So it is better to have once a week content that is scheduled, and then you do it, in a normal time, then 5 times a week, and it's rushed and you're burnt out. So from that point of view, it's better to have schedule and consistency, not to just push out for the sake of pushing out.
And that's another thing with it too. Like, it's good that scheduling, YouTube does reward you for it. Yes. But if you don't set yourself up for failure, don't come on and hear that tonight and say, there you go. That's the key. Scheduling. I'm going to do 5 videos a week, every one at 7 p.m. You're setting yourself up for disaster. Start off with 1, maybe 2 if you figure you can truly handle it, and run those through. And then if you have the odd video pop up through the week, either A, upload it and just let it be as a fringe one, or B, hold it and save it for next week to help you get ahead on your scheduling. And then after a while, if the scheduling looks like you're maintaining it, things are looking good, this is manageable for me. You know what? I think I'm ready for a 3rd video. Then introduce it into the schedule. Okay, guys, now I used to do Mondays and Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Now Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. if you don't and you start off with a schedule, then after 4 or 5 weeks it's all falling apart, it's hurting you worse than the algorithm. And you sometimes end off worse than when you started. So don't take on more than you can chew. And there is something like some people, who is it? I'm not going to name names actually. I'll not even try to think who it was. Said to me, but you know, I just had to release those videos. They released like 6 in a row. It was like machine gun fire. They were killing off their old videos as they were doing it. Like they just plopped. They were all out on YouTube. Schedule the post. Schedule it for that. Then it's up and you don't have to worry about it and get some of that excitement. And then it'll be released. Linus Tech Tips and all those guys, they don't release another video for 24 hours. They always give the first video time to grow legs. If you release a video at 10 o'clock this morning, then you release another one at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and another one at 6, you're killing all those other videos that came before. You're not giving them a chance to walk. Let them breathe. Space them out. Let them get some legs onto it. You know, you could really have, by doing that, killed a video that could have went viral. Nobody knows. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. It's rare, but it does happen. Give it time. 24 hours usually between each one of them. Very rarely do we do even 2 a day. You know, the odd time you do 2 a day is not going to be the end of it. But live streams are a bit different because they don't really have much evergreen growth. Where if you have videos, you want them to kind of crawl more. So
yeah, and that kind of answers what Mexico is saying. If you can do every day a normal quality video with consistency and not burn out, especially when you start the channel, is great because you're building the library. And that's the whole point of doing that, especially when you start the channel, is to build that backlog library that is going to be able to generate traction for your YouTube channel and push it into the algorithm. Because what happens with new channels is that they do wait a week or 2 for posting the next video, and that is too rare for pushing it and getting that traction for AI. So when you do start it, if you can maintain it, then yes, it's a great extra essence push for your AI. Just the question, can you do it? If you can, then it's not necessary. It can ruin your channel in turn.
Grant McIntosh, great to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. And guys, that ties into another point too about the whole thing. People do live streams sometimes and videos. If you're going to do that, do your live stream and then release your video, not release your video and then do your live stream on the same day, because that kills it. Do your live stream, say it's in the morning, then release your video in the afternoon or whatever, then let the video take precedence. Do it in that order if you're going to do it. Never do the video first, then the live stream. Secondly, a lot of people do that and they remove their live streams, because I don't want all the live streams clogging up my video folder. Here, let me bring up a visual for that. I'm going to remove my live stream so just my video content shows up here, right? Lots of people say that. You're also getting rid of the views and stuff like that and all that. Guys, if you did it, and as long as it's something you're proud of, leave it up there. Hence, once again, another good reason to have homepage with tons of playlists. And here you can have ones where you feature most of your videos you want to be seen, and then you can even just show a link down the bottom if you even want to mention your live streams, or if you don't. If you do your homepage right, people almost never go to this folder. They go there because there's not enough here to keep them engaged. There's every benefit in the world for having a good-looking homepage with lots of your own playlists, full of your playlists, nothing else of anybody else's. Yes, right now we have this one here, guys, but this is because we're doing a promotion, and that's the trade-off for them being gracious enough to do the video for us. We're featuring them on our homepage, but usually I wouldn't. This is for us. This is where we show off what we do. This is where you show off what you do, and if you do that right, you don't have to worry about this. Therefore, you don't have to go and hide your live streams. They're still there in chat. So I can't figure out how to edit the homepage. Must go up here and hit customize channel.
Mas, did you check that video that I sent you yesterday, I think?
Thank you, Val. That's sweet of you. I appreciate it. And guys, it's not that hard to do. It really isn't that hard to do, because once you're in here, there you go. And remember I said you can change it for view as yourself. As a new visit, you can view it as a new visitor or returning subscriber. And there's where if you go under new subscriber, you'd have your intro video play when they first come on. Whereas a returning subscriber, there you'll feature another video instead because they already know you. Unless you really want your intro on both. Some do that, and that's fine too. but the options are there. Here's where you edit it all, and you come right down to the bottom. See, add a section. You're going to see that on yours, and that's what you're going to do. And we always say to get rid of the featured ones by YouTube on your homepage, you just click the pencil, come down here, and hit the garbage can, and poof, it's gone. Simple as that. And then once you do that, you want to add a new one, just click Add Selection, select Content. We're going to go to Playlist and Single Playlist, which brings up the other menu. And from here, oh, sorry, hang on a second. Enter playlist. Coming at you live. Why is it not showing everything tonight? What is going on? Playlist. Oh, yeah, sorry, I jumped ahead of myself. Yeah, so you come here. Sorry. You come here and hit Single Playlist at the top. Sorry, I did that one fast. I didn't even realize that's where I was confused. Then choose a playlist, because you pick playlist. And just come here and pick any playlist of yours that you want. Take Tech Talk Tuesday. There we go. Hit done. And there it is. All ready to go. It's just a drop down menu. Always just select single. I'll go under playlist from the first drop down menu and select single playlist. For the rest of it, it's self-explanatory. Either you want it horizontal or vertical, and then which playlist you want. That's easy.
You know, the good thing about playlists also on the homepage, it revives your videos. For example, when we started our live streams, obviously our cinematics, well, Andrew's cinematics, got pushed away, and as we made more and more live streams, kind of people forgot that we were doing it. So we started to get less views in our cinematics. Well, in order to get them back into rotation, what we did, we created a playlist of cinematics and featured it on the first row of our homepage. And that way, basically, the second thing that people were seeing when they landed on our homepage were the cinematics. So we rotate them, to get them fresh look, so to say, and people started watching them more, and therefore AI started responding it more, and they got pushed again, and the views started to come back. So it's the manipulation of the videos that are in the forefront as well. Like, for example, today, if you have looked at our homepage before, today we, for example, changed the sequence of the videos inside the playlists. Why? Because usually people don't click too much further. They see what they see. So when you want to change up your videos to get some more views on maybe forgotten videos or maybe the ones that you want to see more, then you can always change it up. And it also helps to bring up views and push it in the AI eyes as well.
That's right, guys. That is the one thing, like I say, since we've started this, that if anybody can take away from it, is the homepage playlists. Because it's just nothing but a ton of benefits. And it answers a lot of people's problems that they have on here about watch time, growing, and all those things. Is a result. Welcome, Daisy's Place, by the way. Great to see you. I just joined your channel. Giving you a wrench. Nice to have you in. Good to meet you. Welcome. We're just chatting about channels right now, and we're doing no wheel reviews. We've been pulling up a few channels here and there just out of the chat. You're new here, so you maybe don't know about our wheel game. We'll tell you about that when the day comes. For the meantime, it's just sitting here and talking and meeting people, and we just grab channels at random. You just answered my question. I was typing in, I was moving playlists around. There you go.
Yeah, playlists around and videos within the playlists, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Because, do I still have it up here? Do I still have it open? Yes, I do. See, guys, you can move them up here. I don't want to play with it. Xenia's been doing stuff. There's your arrows for up and down. You can shift them all over where you want to go. Just keep tapping up or down and lay them out as you see fit. But it is, guys. And this one here, once again, Puša Studios Uploads, or whatever your channel name is, space uploads with a capital U, spelt identical. And always make sure, guys, right underneath the title in your playlist is a room for descriptive sentences. 200 characters, the same as here. And just fill it out with good search terms into it, properly written sentences. It looks fantastic on your home pages, and it really does help with discovery big time. The watch time is incredible. Anybody who's done it seems to come back with very good reviews onto it, including for us. We noticed a big difference in watch time. If you've already done a playlist, it's no different than any other. Oh, the Crohn's chick, you have a great day. Much, much love to you. Thank you so much for coming. I would like, I'm just looking around. Sorry, I missed Val's life. It said something. Sorry if I missed it, but she said you got rid of, I think it was the featured list. Don't use any of YouTube's playlists on your homepage. Get rid of them all, make your own. They look a lot better, very organized, nice clean look to them. It's not worth it, so you stick to your own. You do a lot better job, and there with those you can't add those descriptive sentences, which means you lose on discovery. So make new ones for each one. You have room for 8 of them. Use them all up.
Can you show quickly how to put the description? Because Mas can't find it. And I think the problem is that you probably want to do the description on the default playlist, which you won't be able to do. So the popular and the uploads playlist that YouTube gives you right from the start is not editable. And therefore, the whole point of creating your own is that you can edit them after the descriptions, tags, all of that stuff, custom thumbnail. So don't try to customize the default playlist. It's not going to happen. You got to create a new one, and then you can add a description or title and all of that stuff that we talk about.
All right, guys. So here's the playlist here. We're going to go to it. Let it load up. Okay, there's our playlist because we clicked on the title. We're going to go to edit. Oh, I should activate the mouse in this hand. Let me do that for you. There, sorry. Okay, now you can see my mouse. So we're on the playlist right here. Sorry, I have to think. Oh my God, this is one thing I'm hoping they're gonna make better on the new one. So you're gonna come over here. We're in the playlist. See, here's where you put your title. There's a pencil for that. And something I can't stand about YouTube is this should be more well marked out with a pencil, not just appearing when you go down there, but should be there. Because a lot of people don't know that. So you put in your title, and when you do your playlist, think of it, you're setting it up the same way as you would set up any video. You have your title and then your description. You should tie in good search words and that. Here, when you come down, you're going to see another pencil appear right underneath where it has this, whatever yours will say, but that will, because that means it's public, right underneath. And here is where you're going to click that other pencil, and that's where you're going to type in your descriptive sentences. Keep it like about 200 characters, same size as the intro part for your about section. Whatever you want to say about it, make sure you use good search terms, research them into it so it works well. And that's what I've been trying to find. Oh, no problem, Mus. I do apologize. Is it Muse or Mus? Did we come to, is it Muse because of music? I'm going to go with Muse because it sounds more, but if I'm wrong, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming because of music, it's probably Muse. So yeah, and that's where you write in your search terms right there. Then you go to your, if you want, like for this one here, this is what we were saying everybody should have on their homepage, is one playlist you make to replace the uploads one that comes from YouTube. You cannot modify that one. YouTube ones cannot be modified that way. So you have to make a new playlist like we did here. Your channel name spelled the exact way. Copy and paste it to make sure it's identical. Space, uploads with a capital U. These are all important parts. So make sure you add this part here to the end of your channel name, but it's got to be spelled the exact same. Then you're going to go to the descriptive sentences we're just talking about. Come down underneath here, hit that pencil, will be empty, write them in. Then you're going to go to playlist settings. And you're going to go over to auto add. Now ours is a little more elaborate. If you did your channel well, hopefully your channel name appears in all your tags as one of your tag words. Whatever, you should have that in every one of your videos. So you have a choice. You'll add a rule, and you're going to go that either the title contains, the description contains, or the tag contains. And from there, use that, say your tag, your channel name, copy it so it finds it exactly. And when you hit save, it's going to say, I found this many videos with this tag. Do you want me to add them in? And while you're doing that, I'm going to jump over to one here, back over so you can see when it's up. It will do this. Now you see tonight we're live right now, right? And the live one is already in here because it meets those criteria. It's constantly, just like the uploads one, adding any new videos that we do, plus it added all the past ones when we first did it. This is an incredible tool for watch time, guys. Lots of channels. Video call-in show, are you still here? Video Calling Show, I'm sure did it. Cardosa Media, there's a bunch, I just can't remember them all offhand. But I haven't had a person complain about it yet since this came out. Everybody's come back saying it's helped them in watch time. So definitely something to consider. And that's what it is going into the playlist settings while you're there. Go over to auto add and there. So you see here we did it as we're adding the different series that we have. That's why it's a bit different that way. But the best way to do it is if you have your channel name with your tags of each one of your videos, but you got to make sure they're there. If they're not, go back and double check each one, make sure they're going. Then you can just do it on one. You can just select tag.
Jason NG is using it as well, and Cardoso Media is right here as you mentioned.
Oh, there we go. And how are you finding it, Jason? I know Cardoso Media's already had good things to say about it, so.
Yeah, we're talking about the uploads playlist, by the way, because we just entered after you mentioned them.
I like that.
Yeah.
I told you should have capes. You guys are superheroes. I can't seem to make a new playlist. Weird. Ralph. I'm not sure why off the top of my head. Shouldn't give you too much trouble. Because yes, it works. Exactly. I remember you saying, love it. The hours did move, but I wanted speed like a rocket. I was wondering what kind of an answer you were going to give, and you didn't let me down. It was right up there. But it does, guys. It really does give a good boost to your channel. And I mean, that's how we found out about it, because people are getting good results with it. So.
No drama, makeup drama. I think your thing might be the thumbnails, because if you're getting less views, that means that your click-through rate is not high enough for YouTube to suggest it. Yeah. It's great that you have a great watch time. That's actually the hardest thing out of all of them to achieve. So in order to get even more people to view and click on your video, because it seems like your content already is interesting enough for people to watch it longer, is to really work on your thumbnails. Remember that it has to be contrast, your face has to be there, hopefully maybe 2 words that connect with your video content, something very bold, very simple at the same time, and easy to read even in a small format. That is key to getting the views, because the more people out of those that YouTube expose your video to click on it to watch it, the more YouTube is going to push your video. That's like a key to success, if you want to call it. The more you get that to happen, the more it's going to snowball from there. So work on your thumbnails, take time, and that's definitely is going to help.
Very well said. Very well said. I don't know, I think we've covered pretty much everything on that one.
Yep.
All right.
Really extended answers to the questions. And definitely, I just looked at your channel, No Drama Makeup Mama. Take our suggestions about setting up homepage. It definitely will help you as well. Blake Outdoors is here. Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, hope you're doing well tonight. Great to see you. You're very welcome, Valsley. You're very, very welcome. They're very good points. Guys, you got to remember your channel is like a garden. It's always going to keep growing. It's always going to keep changing. And you have to, and I've been saying this a lot lately to people, you have to enjoy the process of that, because it's a big part of YouTube. You need to enjoy the part of finding new edges to get your channel. Thumbnails, the layouts, the branding, the marketing, all that stuff. It is a big part of it. You gotta have fun doing it. Patty Brassard, you have a great night. Thank you so much for coming. Always nice to see you. And Farm All Fanatics in the house. Mr. Boom is in the house, whose video, I'm going to show this one for a second, guys. I was talking about him last night as an example about a guy who's got a network stream once a week that's crazy as hell, but still doing his content and that. I thought it was so impressive. Let's bring him up here. Let's take a look, guys. There is Mr. Farm All Fanatic. And his video last night hit 10K and is 11K today. And his other videos are jumping. This was at 1.1 yesterday, I think it was. It's at 1.8. He's at 1.5. This is amazing, guys. Big hats off to you, Farmal. Really, really, really proud of you. This is unbelievable. Because Farmal could have just started doing more of the live stream and left these videos away. He's got both of them going. He's doing fantastic. Great tags in here. Here's, guys, when we talk about tags, you don't see in there tractor, farm, things like that. He has search phrases, and that's where, as up-and-coming channels, we get a better edge on the crowd, is through that. So, what he's doing here, guys, is he has a better chance of getting noticed versus if he just put in tractor. Because if he puts just tractor as a tag, and so does the other farming channels, the ones that have, I don't know, 4 or 6 million subscribers, the ones that have 2 subscribers, the ones that have 391,206 subscribers, so on and so forth, are all competing against each other. And guess which ones are going to win? Which ones are going to be at the top? Now, because he did this doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be at the top of every list. This means he's going to rank higher, because they'll look at it and say, well, he doesn't have as many subscribers as some of these other ones, but he has the exact phrase that people are looking for, because they typed in antique farm equipment. They typed in antique tractor pulling 2019. They typed in whatever he has there, guys. International harvester tractor. See how he did both of them? There's a great example of that too. International harvester, and then underneath international harvester tractor. This is what it takes. I mean, it's not guaranteed when you do all these things. Remember, guys, with YouTube, nothing is guaranteed. What we're doing is stacking the deck, trying to get the best odds for ourselves we can. And the more we use all these practices, the better chance we have of it. So I want to really take say hats off to him. Another thing he's done here that's great. See this channel? Farmall M disking with International 370 discs. Look at the first line of his sentence. The same as his title. Right there. Also too, he is using hashtags. Both of these hashtags are his. They fall into him. And then he has hashtag international. I don't know if this one does or not, actually. I'm not sure. I assumed. But either or, at least he's got his own in there. Because you don't want to put up too many of them. Let's see here. Okay, no, it does recommend other farm. But that's a pretty traveled circle in there, but it's not too gigantic. But the main thing is he has his first one for him, first and foremost. So, good job on that. Really good job. And the proof's in the pudding. Doesn't matter what I think or what Xenia thinks or anybody thinks. Look at the numbers. They're doing fantastic. So, shows you the guys there is, you can get growth. He's got a fantastic live stream. I mean, nobody will take that away. It is amazing in there. It's electrifying, and he does great at it. But look at too, he never gave up on his videos, and look at his views. His views here are now dwarfing his live streams. Good tags, good content, right time to get it out, all those things working together. Now they're all complementing each other, live stream and this stuff. And still his channel is about farming, which that's what I love so much. Never lost the identity of his channel, because it's easy to lose it on here. That's the main reason why I'm showing this, is to say, it's so easy that you could lose your identity, and I respect this because he really held on to keeping it. So, good job. Very good job.
Very good job. A link was in the chat, guys, if you want to go and check out for yourself as well.
Yes.
Check it out. Great example.
Yeah, sorry, Farmall. I should have been pushing the numbers. I was that's how much I'm caught up in what you did there. Definitely check out Farmall Fanatic, guys. You will not regret it at all. Most definitely. I think I've sorted out my home page. That's awesome news. Good for you. Good for you. I love hearing stuff like that. Awesome.
Eddie and Jen, the vlogs, and then some. Hello and welcome back to our chat. Good to see you.
Look at that. That's a fine looking homepage. Good stuff. And there it is, right at the top. There's the see one right there. I haven't even read I'm not even going to unread them right now, because there's always more we could add to them and stuff like that. And they're up there. You got text underneath of them. Very nice. Make sure you get the descriptive sentence under your acoustic covers and keep them coming. There's room. You got 1, 2, 3. There's room for 5 more. Keep making them. You can roll around. Did Farmall? Boom! Hey,
wow.
You didn't have to do that, my friend.
Thank you. Was for free, but thank
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. It's a great example of it. Nobody can take that away. Really cool for you. Keep it up, my friend. So, and I just do it when it's farmals. I can't do a boom like him. I am not trying to take away his identity. That's something Farmal and I share very dear to our hearts. How important it is to be original on here. I just do it to tribute to him because he's the one putting it up. It will never come up in anybody else's. Yeah, looks fantastic news. Great job. Great job. Very well done. And keep them coming. Keep them coming. You're on the right track. That's the way to do it. Very well done.
I really hope that you can decide on the video that you can feature as your featured video as well to add above the upload playlist.
Yes.
Something that maybe you like the best or is the most popular one. Sometimes it is a good idea to look into your analytics and see which video gets you the most subscribers and feature that for a while, because maybe it's the one that gets you more subscribers. According to all the analytics, it might get you even more. But definitely try to do that as well, because it's a great introduction. Even if you don't have a promo, it's still a great introduction to like what exactly your channel is about. And usually that one gets pretty good views.
Yes, Dangerous Criminals. I was told to have my title in the uploads title, but not the uploads that comes from YouTube. You can't modify it. You got to make a new playlist.
I was commenting on her titles of the videos. All of her titles start with her channel name, which is an old information. Yeah, it is an old information.
Last year when we were doing our interviews, that's how it was supposed to be. It's completely opposite now. We had to go back and change 180 some videos to fix that. So there you go. And there, what you were saying about having your name up, this is you have to do exactly like Muse just did here. Make a whole new playlist and call it your channel name, spelled the same way you spell it, space uploads with a capital U.
Plus, Dangerous Criminals, your videos are so clicky. Like, you have a clicky, dramatic content. So instead of putting your own channel name first, that not many people yet are going to be searching for, put the stuff that people are going to be clicking on and searching more, like the name of the killer, or the crime scene place, or things like that, the ones that are trending. Since you are talking about them, you're going to get much more views than by starting with your channel name. Never do that unless you are, Casey Neistat or something, and even they don't do that.
Exactly. That's it. And they're the only ones that could get away with it. Because if you look like here, I want to show you. Let's go over here first. I see, and I shouldn't have did that. I should have went to my playlist. I'm breaking my own rules now, but that's here nor there. Interview. See, last year we would write Puša Studios presents Tube Life Season 2, Episode 54, Road to 1K with a Traveling Clot. That's all changed now, and that's why we had to go back and change them, and that's why we're doing them this way. And this might change months down the road. Nobody knows. Nothing's written in stone. It depends where the algorithm takes us. But at this point, that's why we do it this way. We do the catch here, Road to 100K, then the channel we're interviewing, then our series and the episodes, and then Puša Studios at the very end for that exact reason. So that's why, that's what you kind of be wanting to do with yours as well. Start off the phrase, and exactly, people are searching up the killer's name. Capitalize on that. That's a big part of it. Because if you're putting your name first all the time, you're really messing up your real estate on yourself and hurting yourself in being recommended in
Especially
videos.
there's such a dramatic content, cases that are being sold now. You have the content that are going to be clicked on. It just have to be packaged the right way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Foggy Night Killer, the James Henry story, whatever, killer, whatever you have to do in there. Get that, get the hook, the name, and then put your name at the end of it.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Put my name in the tag? Yes, Accidental Zen. That's one tag that you should always have in all your videos, because as you're growing and people get to know you and they start searching for you by name, you want to be coming up and not other people who have, say, interviewed you or done other stuff to come up first. So every one of your videos should have your actual channel tag name. And if you have a name that's quite commonly misspelt, there's 2 different variations, put up both of them. But yes, you should, for sure. Don't do too much on that stuff most of your time, but put those ones down the bottom, put your main ones up at the top there, of your, because you should have a set of tags that you're using for pretty much all your videos, and then some that you customize closer to the top.
And basically with your tags, what you do is the first third will describe your exact video that you're putting out, like the exact video, what is it about. Then it will be the tags about your channel, like for us it would be live streams now, Puša Studios, Pusa Studios. And then the next third is the category where you're at, something that describes the category, and that's how AI looks at it, in these three kind of categories. So that's definitely, so if you're wondering why your videos are showing up in the wrong places, that's probably because the last end part of your tags are not descriptive to the category that you want to be in.
Mike Thomas, great to see you, buddy. How you doing? So great to see you back in the mix, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you in. And Thames World is sighing, and I'm not sure why. And I wonder if we can address that sigh, if there's anything we can help you with.
Yes, let us know how we can cheer you up.
That's right. With using channel names as tag, is it one long name? You'd space it out the way it's spelled, like here. You'd do drone space kings space in Darwin. Unless people sometimes commonly misspell your name and put it all together, then you would do one with that as well.
You can search in your analytics the way people are searching for
Yes.
you. And you actually can see the search terms that people are looking for your channel or ending up on your content. So that is going to show you, give you a clue how people are seeing your channel within your title, and also with the tags that are most likely to land on your content. In fact, that piece of information is really good clue for what to add into your description tags of your channel. Channel also has tags, as we all know. So those are the ones that you probably most likely want to add there from that part of analytics.
Glam Beauty, well, I need to move my numbers. That's how you can cheer me up. Are you talking views or subscribers? Which one are you talking about? Your views aren't that bad. I don't know what your subscribers are, so I can't give you an idea on if you're in the right bracket for what you got and stuff like that. But they don't seem to be too bad. I love coming here. Always good people here. Well, Mike, you always are definitely at the top of that list, so it's great having you, my friend. Always great having you. And I mean, Jesse Robert Garza, doing great, my friend. Hope you're doing fantastic this evening. Always a pleasure to see you. But okay, followers, I'm at 2.3K. But why? Okay, hang on. Let's look for a sec. Let's look at what we got going on here, okay? Girl, let's do this guy's live 1 hour. So basically your channel is pretty much, I'm going to say is mostly just networking. Is that right? If I'm just going back and looking through. So we're just going to scroll back a little bit more. Thursday grind, Tuesday grind, evening grind, early bird. So I want to go to your about section for a second. But you see, here's the thing. Your channels, every one of them is pretty much about growing channels, networking and stuff like that. Keep going down. You'll see some, but you see, Glenn, there's kind of your problem. There's your issue is starting right there. You just seen, I think you were here when I was talking about Farmall Fanatic a while ago as an example of that. That's what happens sometimes by getting too in the networking. You sometimes lose the identity of your channel, and viewers aren't going to roll back that far to see it. And your description right now says everything beauty. ZMS, let's enjoy the journey together. So you got some huge conflicts going on right now, and the algorithm really has kind of no way to know what to do with you. First problem is this is a way too short. And you have to watch with emojis, because when the algorithm reads what you do, all it's getting is what it gets. So it's reading this line here, and some hearts. So it sees actually the word heart, 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 heart. So it's kind of at a loss of where to give you to anybody. It doesn't know what to do with you, so it's very hard for it to recommend when it doesn't understand what your channel is about. That's why, let me see here. Just bear with me for a second. I'm glad you asked that, because here's a great example of it. And I'm not like, this is a message for the masses right here. It really is. And I'm glad you asked this. Yeah, you're right. I need to get back into my beauty work. And that's what happens, because unless you're ready to run network streams for the rest of the time you're on YouTube, at some point it's going to bomb. And like, look at the changes going on. You know, Social Blade's going to be gone soon. The way things are going, all these things, and if your channel has kind of lost its identity, what is there to fall back onto? So this is where you kind of got to start. Now I can take away. Sorry, guys. I got to take off that cursor. It's driving me absolutely nuts.
Like she was saying, scroll back down to see my content. Well, you can tell us it in the chat, but you can't tell us to the viewers that are just watching your channel. You know, they're just gonna see what they're gonna see, and very little people actually scroll down. They see the latest videos. Unless you have a playlist feature.
You know, when somebody goes out and checks your channel, you roughly got about 30 seconds to really wow them, to try and entice them to go further. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't matter if they met in a network stream. That doesn't matter if they were recommended, you know, through the algorithm. People have a very short attention span on here. You know, should I remove the emojis from my about? Yes. I honestly, yes. In short, they don't help. They look nice, I get that, and there's a few channels where I got it. Okay, they're a 14-year-old, you know, they need something a little poppy. They play with 2 or 3 of them, but even then, like, they tell them to scale it way down. They sign it with a heart or something. It's not the end of the world. Here we go. Here's about that 200 characters, guys, and this isn't fully 200 characters if I remember right. I'm going to paste it in the chat here and say 155. We still have another 55 to go. Welcome back, Video Call-In Show. Welcome back. Great to see you. I was just talking about you a while ago. As an example for the uploads playlist on the homepage, I believe you're getting good results with as well, if I remember right. See, I hope you guys will bear with me through this, okay? Because I really want to do this one properly. This part here is your sales pitch to the algorithm. This is the first start to where the algorithm is going to say, somebody typed in this, and this channel is a good match for that, or not. And right here, you have one line. So all it can base it onto is this, nothing else. There's nowhere else for it to go but here to really get it started off. Yes, there are channels that do well without it. The problem is why do you want to leave it to the wayside? You know, the whole point of what we're doing is stacking the deck with as many favorable things that hopefully the algorithm will push us more, that people will want to see more, to try and up our odds of getting better views. Because subscribers is great, but if you have a channel with 500 subscribers and 1,000 views, and you have a channel that's 10,000 subscribers with 1,000 views, the algorithm is way, way, way more impressed with the channel that had 500. Okay? Because they've doubled their viewership. That's killer in the algorithm world. It sees way more potential in that than 1,000, 10,000. So this is where you got to go, and you got to right here state your case. Basically, think of it like pleading your case to a judge or something like that. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. No big highs, no cute stuff like that. Right down to the meat and bones. Here is what I'm all about, and from there you start expanding more and more on those topics, getting more broader. Like the third one, stuff like that. If you are like this channel, but you also do some motorcycling and stuff on some reviews, there's where you would start to mention it more. Not in the top one. San, you have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for coming. But you have to pick a topic to feature onto. Yours is beauty. Here's what happened. Not only do you have nothing there, but we have to scroll so far back to find a video on beauty care. Look how far we're going back. And maybe I passed it along the way. I don't even know, because most people aren't even going to come and look. You know, right here, there. You see, and you can say, well, I want to build up my numbers to a certain amount, and then I'm going to really hit them with the beauty stuff. But really, you're going to end up bringing a bunch of dead subscribers into it, because the ones that came for the beauty aren't necessarily back anymore because you haven't done beauty in so long. And the networking ones, they're fickle. They're going to some of them are going to leave because you're going back into beauty. So you have to be ready to kind of see it out and start building back your core again. And I would do that over a process of working on rebranding yourself and starting off, and not stopping the networks right away, but start introducing in between them. Maybe cut back on 1 or 2 of them a week and introduce beauty videos, and slower till you get it back in control where beauty is the predominant part of your channel. Because if you do change your description here and you do work it in now to properly sell for beauty, like I was showing you here in more detail, but when they come, all they find is network streams, they're going to feel gypped and they're going to go. And if it's recommending people because of that, they're not going to maybe necessarily like the network stream, so they're not going to come to that, and vice versa. You're starting to kind of kill your channel. And it does happen. I've seen it happen lots on here. Once again, I just mentioned tonight, we could have went with the wheel when it started taking off early in the fall, did 5 nights a week over again. Why not? It was bringing in fantastic views. What would we be left with? We'd be left with a dead channel. You can't keep up enough new subscribers to keep that rolling all the time with a proper amount. And then one day everybody walks in, stares at each other blankly, where there used to be 130, now there's 10, because everybody met each other and they moved on, and you couldn't keep enough surplus of new people. We work on a plan of a 60-day rotation, usually and for Sunday night and Thursdays is our main days for Wheels. And that's an advertisement for the rest of what we do. Yes, we're starting to kind of change a bit. It's getting closer to summer. Things are going through a bit of a metamorphosis. But that's advertising for our channel, and hopefully maybe we'll retain 30% of the new ones that come. Will come and watch the other stuff that we do. And to us, that's a victory. Because we know that always with the network stream, especially the one we've built over time, brings in very good crowds. But we don't want to be known just for that. Otherwise, we would have done that if that had been the case. But it's not worth it. So you definitely have to do some soul searching in your channel and see that if that's where you want to get your channel back to, be ready to put in the time and the investment and accept that you're not going to get as many views for a little bit. But remind yourself, okay, I got so much for this here, watch time. I mean, monetization is not the be all end all. Hi, Ian, how are you? Yes, that's right. I love that. I know it's a bit of a big answer, and there is probably a bit of preachiness into it. I don't necessarily mean to come off that way. I brought this up last Wednesday because I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm seeing channels losing their identity by the day because of this. And I know how hard it is going to be for them to get it back, if they can get it back. But there's no time like the present to do it. It's getting harder to do it. It's getting cracked down more. And yes, people can say, well, Puša Studios is doing it. Okay. Yes, we are. But I don't think anybody can say that we just do like some sort of meat market thing out of it. There's a lot of content into it of building channels and proper advice on doing stuff, discussions about it. People are at the point now they're starting to come to us to verify what they heard in other places, if it's true or not. You see that tonight again. We get questions. I've heard such and such around that this is true or this is going to happen and that. We also have a video. We have a background in video and photography. I have 8 years of marketing for one of the biggest music companies in the world. Xenia has a degree in psychology. She's worked in design. I have a degree in multimedia. We all have these things that kind of lead us to it. It's not that no channel can do it. The problem is now, like every channel, and I feel bad about that because they jumped on the bandwagon saying, oh my God, this channel's getting a lot of views by doing networking. I'm going to do it too. And that, I wish if people were doing that, they would do it tied into what their niche is. If you're a mechanic channel, do that as a way maybe once a week, like Farmall Fanatic. Farmall's introduced a lot of people that's in the farming community to people from outside, vice versa. And it's become like kind of a gateway, and it doesn't rob the identity of his channel, and he keeps making videos. Glam Beauty, on top of that, I want to thank you so much, because I worry when I tell people that sometimes they're going to get very defensive and feel about like what I just said, that I'm trying to, to get rid of the commentator and cut them out or stuff like that. Your reaction to it is kind of made my night, if that's possible to say. I really want to thank you for that. Because I really mean that. It's not saying not to give them up and not have anything. If you really want to do it, do it. But think of the consequences that come with it. Think of the ramifications of it. Think of how long it could take to get your channel back in standing. But I wouldn't recommend, now that you've been doing it for a while, to maybe cut it out right away. I would recommend to start replacing certain ones slowly with the videos. Try and get up soon if you really want to make that change. As soon as your about section is ready, make sure in the meantime you're working on some beauty videos. Hold them, don't release them right away. Once you do the about section, maybe then it's time to spark things up, do a bit of a change, put more of a branding on your banner that ties in. You're into makeup, you know what those point of purchase displays look like that catch your eye when you walk into the boutiques and stores. Make your channel look that way. And do like a grand reopening of your channel. Make some fanfare about it. Your first one back into doing beauty products, make it a premiere and get it set 2 days in advance. Build up some hoopla. That way people can still come in and talk and stuff like that, like your normal ones. But at the same time, you're starting to release your new return to what you did. And slowly start to feed them back in 1 or 2 a week like that. And slowly start to eat away at some of the times you would have done a live stream, instead upload one of those videos. Don't make a premiere for each one of them. Make it exciting. I don't know, anything else you want to add?
No, I think it's up to the point, and
really thorough on that one.
Very thorough and very true. And I think lots of times we might want to say, but don't say it every time. But I think it's time, to kind of shake it up sometimes. And I'm glad that the response from you is not,
hostile.
Hostile or pouting and saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're doing."
No, and I really mean that.
We do appreciate that.
Glenn, you really, when I say you made my night on that one, I really do mean that. Because I do work, when I bring that up, that it's going to bring some, same as last week, and I really went into it. But I mean, guys, with the changes coming, network streams are going to take some hits. You can see the writings on the wall. That's YouTube is doing that. You know why they're doing it. You know what sparked it and what they're out to get when it's all said and done. So it's time to make sure you still have a decent channel sitting there waiting for you if that all falls. I wouldn't wait to be the last one to jump off the ship either. So, sorry.
Guys, you have been amazing today. Thank you so much for response. Yeah. Once again, we see some of, I see Arizona was saying that like this better than the wheel. And I know some of you guys are looking forward to these. We haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Wheel is for, I think, one set of people. And then these random reviews are a little bit more low-paced and more in-depth as well, which kind of gives you a chance of talking a bit more about what and how.
Yeah.
PA Trapping, hello, how are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while.
Hope you're doing well. Great to see you.
That is awesome.
No, guys, I'm like I said, it came up last week. I started talking about that, and it's going to probably come up more now. Like I say, with Xenioni's background, that's what is YouTube changing now? Oh, Mike, you've been around as much as of August now. What you're seeing up here, the Social Blade, won't be around much anymore because YouTube is going to be rounding off numbers. So say, sorry guys, we got talking tonight. We were doing it at the beginning, and sometimes just forget to kill the echo onto it. My apologies. If you're up to 1,000, from 100 to 199, you're going to be at the exact number. Nothing changes. But after 1K, it's going to start rounding off. So if you have 1142. It's going to be 11.4 at that point until 1146 where we'll round off to you have to touch 1150. Yeah, you have to touch it together.
Well, once you're over 1,000, then it's going to round up.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
I don't know what you meant.
So it's going to be rounding it off, and numbers are going to be it won't be 132,000 and change, it'll be 132,000. That'll be 133,000, so on and so forth. They are really to see it bump up. It would take forever to see it bump up. Goodbye, Social Blade. I'm sorry if I missed the first part of it. Now I'm intrigued. I wish I could catch more of these conversations going. It is like that's exactly it. Yeah, now I know what he means. Yes, exactly. It's going to be so stale in between. Nobody's going to sit and watch for it to get like 100 if you're in You know, if you're at 1100 to see it hit 11.2 instead of 11.1 exactly. So that's, and YouTube is more guard of keeping people on their platform and not sharing out more than anybody. You've seen what's happened in the past. It didn't even want us reaching out to Twitter and anything. So if they're closing down the gates and information, there's no way in God's green creation they're going to share it with Social Blade. I've met the owner of Social Blade. I've put in a request to have an interview. I know it's a hard time for them right now, so he's offered to do it, but now probably isn't the best time for them, but I did try. So I'm hoping we'll get an answer back. That would be awesome to have them on and hear their views onto it. You never know. You never know, but I don't think with everything going on right now, they're going to want to say too much as it is. So, but it's worth a try. It's going to hurt a lot of those pages and stuff like that. But I mean, YouTube is just, you know, let's face it. I'm not knocking Social Blade. They're just using third-party access to it, and this is what happens. There's once again no contracts. We talk about us as creators. You know, we could be shut down any day. They don't owe us anything. There's no contract with them, no nothing. There's a term of service, but it's all in favor of their rules to be on here. So the same thing that's going to happen with Social Blade and all them. They don't have contracts worked out agreements, all these things to be able to access this. So it is going to change everything a lot. It really is. I mean, people have asked us what we're going to do. Don't worry, we'll still be around and stuff like that, but we're way more based on giving out advice, you know, knowledge about channel building and stuff like that. But if it's straight on the numbers, it's going to be very hard, because even if they don't feature the numbers up there, everybody's watching the numbers. And even from an end user point of view, we were saying that last Tuesday.
Yeah.
There's a very tactile sense, a gratification about clicking a button, seeing a number turn for a channel. You made a difference. And when you take that away, you know, do I think it's the best idea? I don't know. I get where they're coming from. I get where they have to clean things up. I agree wholeheartedly onto it. That ties into just what we were talking about a while ago. By their own initiative, I got baited into it and got played, and from T-Pie and PewDiePie and so on and so forth. Plus this famous 1K, 4K that was started last year, which opened the floodgates to heavy numbers monitoring. They kind of did it to themselves in a way. But at the same time, too, do I want to see it gone? I don't know. They're doing it for the right reasons, but it's going to be weird to not have it. It's going to make things very interesting on here. Maybe it will help. Maybe it'll clean up. Who knows? Nobody knows. Like I said, we're still going to be doing what we do. We'll change it up a little bit, but that's going to be hard for a lot of channels that we're just doing solely networking that to be able to do. So, Plot Voice, well, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you had a great night. And Sparky 107 is in the house. How you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Scratchaholic is here as well. Are we still doing channel reviews? Yes, we are.
Yep. Like I say, tonight's a little bit more of a relaxed one. I know we had some bigger things that we addressed. Thank you guys that you're still hanging out in here. Like, the number's still great, guys. We almost got 90 in here. We were over 100 till just recently. That's pretty great, just to sit here and talk. That shows how people are really caring about their channels, to be honest. Because it just shows it's not just a numbers game for most of you guys in that, which I think is pretty cool. I think it speaks volumes, so.
And I also see some selfies as well, so we're going to definitely jump into them too today. If you still want to add yours, hashtag Blue Ridge Group. Going to jump into the meat of things today. Just living in a house.
Hey, Paula, what's going on? Great to see you. I have a feeling that some big money channels pressured YouTube because they don't like seeing their numbers tank when they do something stupid. Yes, I agree on that stuff.
I disagree, though, because they're going to be the ones that are going to be losing the most.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. I believe the biggest pressure came from the PewDiePie T-Series, which led into like the Toddy and that stuff. It's because you got to realize the spin-off from that became a whole pile of channels that just dedicated 24 hours a day to covering these things. YouTube has been pushing more and more this year to get rid of anything that's time-killing content, or just for the sake of gaining hours and that. And once again, by the options being there, they ran with it, and it's a couple ruined it for everybody. But there was a large number of them, and all that stuff has to be stored somewhere. So all that is costing them a lot of money to have a bunch of junk sitting around and sending the wrong message and through it as well. It's also a great attractant for trolls, for sub, all those things. Doing that T-Series PewDiePie. I mean, think of it till recently. If you went into T-Series PewDiePie, I use an example all the time for that reason. And I'm not picking on them. It's just that's the first ones that kind of really got that ball rolling. But like, again, Tati and all the other ones that's come, you're seeing it constantly now. 24-hour day streams just on whatever channel has a feud at the time. Or they're watching a channel bomb, like you say, like Boogie2988. And they're covering it 24 hours a day, watching numbers drop in a free-for-all. It just adds up to a very unhealthy atmosphere on YouTube. It's just too many negatives coming out of it. They're fed up of all this stuff. They're sick and tired of the garbage coming out, and they're like, enough. I've said that before. I do heavily believe that by the end of 2019, YouTube's policies are going to look nothing like they did coming into 2019. It's just the way it is. There's too much garbage. Me personally, they're not going far enough. I believe that long marathon streams should be no more than once or twice a month offered to channels, because that's turned into a disgusting state of affairs. Very few times have I seen a marathon stream where it actually has stuff that's interesting. Nobody or no group can be interesting for 8 hours, 9 hours. None. Nobody can. It's impossible. It's more to say we did it. The only time would be like, say we own like a club. Say we had a car racing club and there's a race going on that weekend. We want to do extended coverage of it. That's like that kind of stuff's about the only time I would see a use for something like that. So I think it should only be limited to once or twice a month per channel. You know, there's all kinds of ways they could be cleaning this stuff up. YouTube is, for some ungodly reason, just like setting themselves up for disaster sometimes. And it's a couple that ruin it for everybody. Let's face it. It's always that way. I mean, I said that with the example with drones the other day. All these strict laws. Why? Because not everybody was stupid enough to go and fly a Phantom 3 in front of a jet taking off. But there were a couple of them, you know. Abusers always wreck it. Exactly, video call-in show. And I mean, listen, from one creator to another, I respect what you're doing back and forth. That's the problem when it hurts like us doing stuff what we do, because we're always going to be paying the price and working around for some people that we've never done a marathon stream. I think the longest we ever went was 5 hours on our anniversary.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of interviewers up. And honestly, looking back at it, it's like, even that I thought, it's kind of long.
We were a part of one once. That one failed miserably.
Yeah.
That's probably as far as we got into the marathon strips.
That's true. You know, it, you know, YouTube, because people don't like all the advertisements and people don't want to hear about money. Well, YouTube's got to hear about money because they're going to pay to store all this stuff. And if you have a live stream running for 12 hours, 10 hours at 1080, I mean, that's a lot to store. And if it's 8 hours of in the camera, well, that's 8 hours. It's got to be stored somewhere, and somebody's got to pay for that. And another channel didn't get recommended out there because there was 8 hours. I mean, that's what it comes down to. That's the truth of the matter, you know. Really, let's call it for what it is. You know, that's the issue going on. YouTube has some way of actually okaying and opening the field sometimes for the garbage that it's complaining it wants to get rid of. And there are ways it can do it.
And yes, of course, there are exceptions, like I've seen. Yes, outer space, you know, live streams, the charity live streams and things like that. But there is more of what Andrew is talking about and less of that. That is exception, unfortunately, you know.
It's okay if I do that for an hour. Yes, video call show. An hour of that is more than acceptable. That's worth storing.
And gaming is under a bit different category as well, although they are taking away the gaming app. It's still under the different category. So I think, if anything, that is not going to apply there.
That's right. Right on. Oh my God.
Bum Fluff Paranormal. Hello. Lots of paranormal channels lately. Good to see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're in the clear, so pick away and do it with pride. But that's what Xenia and I have even done nights like that where we've talked about. Imagine if you did this stuff in real life. And there'd be a great example of like 12 hours. That's like a long-ass winded card party with a bunch of drunks by the end that can't even understand each other. That's what it amounts to. Nobody. You take any big-time producer, a comedian, anybody, and go up to them and say, hey, I got an idea. How about you just go on for 10 hours? I mean, you have a lot of trouble to get comedians to stay on more than 20 minutes because they can't keep it interesting that long. It's hard for them to do a whole 2-hour show. You can only keep things interesting for so long. I just don't believe the argument that it can 12 hours, that's too much, way too much. It is. It is. It's hard because I really want to see live streams get the full recognition they deserve. I really believe, and my wife can't even take me for 10 hours. Oh my God. Guys, there's channels in here. Video call and show is one of them. Guys, there's lots in here. I can start naming them off. That really are doing great things on here. And I just hate to see all the garbage problems eating away at their chances of getting further ahead. Cardoso Media and on the videos. So, I mean, guys, the list goes on. Terra Firma is another one who's working really hard, and I see these channels struggling to get through the reads now because there's so much to maneuver between, so much junk, just so much. Just turn on the camera. That's what bothers me. And marathon streams fall right into that kind of stuff. These 12 hours. YouTube is square to blame for letting that happen. Not even giving that as an option. There's streams you can go watch people snoring for 8 hours and running through their whole weekend and that. I mean, why is that stuff available all the time? Why should that be limited? If that's such an amazing thing to do, why is it limited to once a month that you can do something like that?
We have here new people coming in. Helen Casey, hello, how are you doing?
Hey, how are
you? Woo. Hello, good to see you back again. That is awesome, guys. Just keep coming back here. Thank you so much. South Carolina really wonders. My channel is slow. I need help.
They changed the Purgatory Paranormal. It used to be 8. It wasn't bad enough, so they decided up it to 12.
Yeah.
For some strange reason, I'm excited about the changes. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not odd. Got to roll with it. I love that. That's a great outlook to have onto it, actually. Hats off to you for that.
Somebody asked here about the Scratcher community and what category it could be in. Because I forget to tag in, I just want to answer you right away. That you can either put it either entertainment or people and blogs. I'm going to tell you, though, right away that entertainment is going to be hard to compete with because all of the shows, including all of the TV shows, late night shows, all of that is going to be falling into the same category, too. It's very hard to compete within. So out of the two, I probably would choose people and blogs just because it is part of your hobby, I guess. So I would go under that. But you can go under entertainment as well. Just make sure that you really optimize it, that is really clear what it is about, so it doesn't fall into the general nowhere land of entertainment, because it is very hard to do anything in entertainment unless you're very popular already.
Yep. Usually if your channel's in a mess, that's the category it's going to throw you into. There's a bit of a glitch going on right now, and that becomes mostly a no man's land. So
yeah, Rick Dove, hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Good to see you. Always a pleasure to have you in the channel.
Random Quake, welcome back. Good to see you.
Who is it? Kid, what's his name? Kid Kane said nice subscribe logo that we have going on, that little GIF.
Oh.
Here's let's see. Here's what it originally looks like we'll get a copyright share because of this, but I don't really care tonight. I'll deal with it after. That's how our call to action for our videos started. We just haven't done them in a while. That's why I then even said that I remembered it's on the Cheers one. Remember we were looking a while ago, so.
Yeah, because we had a problem with the scammer copyright claims, which we are going to most likely get on this one too now. But that's okay. No, we can swear and do whatever we want here.
That's right.
You can swear anyway, but I don't know what else we could do to possibly...
Holy crap.
Give them the money anyway. And yes, Sparky, it is entertainment, but you can still choose a different one that it also can fall under. So like I said, any hobby is entertainment, but it's also about people and blogs. So if I would be you, I would be put it under people and blogs because it is less competitive and still falls with hobbies within it.
Yep. And no, it won't be a copyright strike. It'll be a copyright claim. No, it's just a fraud.
It's a scam anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was so pissed off. We were talking about that on Creator Spotlight live stream the other day, and that's exactly it. You know, you can't report them. They can do whatever with you, and you can't report them, and whatever.
Well, you're reporting back to the ones that scammed you. That's a great process. They're going to definitely easily agree to that.
Yeah, no, there should be a reporting back to YouTube about scamming reports, some kind of thing. But, well, we'll wait for that.
It's an interesting procedure. But once again, that was caused by a couple doing problems. I mean, you gotta realize back when anytime somebody was watching a video, it always ended off, they'd do AC/DC Thunderstruck every video or songs like that were all copyright to the record companies, and you can't blame them on that. Of course they were seeing it. Their music was everywhere for free here. They thought Napster was a problem until YouTube came along. Everybody was uploading album after album and using every song just like, well, it's on YouTube, it's got to be copyright free when it's on here. However that came to be, and then they had to do something. It was either that or it was going to turn into a gigantic mess for YouTube. They had no other choice. They had to go along with it. So that's why we have the system we have today. You know, it's too bad. But once again, the abusers kind of put us in the mess we're into. We are an entertainment because we make coin channels better. Time to get ready for bed. Good night. Have a great night, Queen City Picker. If you want. I think I read two of them at the same time.
Yeah. Well, once again, if it is a hobby, I would suggest to put it under people and blogs. Although it can be both. It can be entertainment and can be people and blogs. But people and blogs is less competitive and therefore would probably be better to be found at. The clue for you guys would be to try and find a couple bigger channels that, like, the biggest in your category, let's say, of coin collectors or trains, you know, or whatever it is, or scratch carders, and see what couple of those channels, where did they put them? And usually that's what it would be, just because it's a less competition.
Rick, you're insane. You didn't have to do that.
Thank you.
That is so kind of you.
We don't support smoking. We don't support smoking.
But I smoke like a chimney, so I don't think it's a secret at this point. Thank you so much, Rick. That was really, really kind of you. Thank you so very much for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love having you in the chat. You were really awesome. I just want to say that. And guys, you haven't checked out Rick Halliburton, grab him up, guys. Thank you so very much for that. Would fishing go under sports? I'd still go under. I'd still go under the people's one more. Yeah. Most hobbies are going to end up under the people's one, guys.
Unless it is a competitive fishing.
Yes, well, that's what you took the words right out of my mouth. But I know which channel most you're talking about. Yes, if it's tuna fishing championships, you know, around the world and stuff like that. Yes, then you're going to go under a sporting event. Funko Nerd Shark, how you doing? Great to see you. Much love to you. Always such a pleasure. Oh, no problem, silver giveaways. Exactly. And don't, some people, like I seen a while ago with that, don't take it as it's like devaluing your channel or nobody's going to find you because it's changing the face of it. It's just the category where you have the best chance of showing up. It doesn't limit what you do or take away from it. entertainment. It doesn't mean you're not entertaining. Is what I mean by that. Don't let it. I gotta go and pick up my. Good luck with the picking. Take care, Video Call-In Show. It's good to see you. Guys, don't forget to check out Video Call-In Show on 10 p.m. He's a really good channel, guys. Really good. A great way of doing something different. And I truly mean that. I brought him up last week into it. Everybody can have a different voice on here. And it's finding your voice that works best for you and running with it. And there's a guy who does it. So definitely check him out. I've been putting mine as travel and events, but thinking maybe I should put them as film and animation. I would say not myself. What do you think?
Yeah, well, it depends what you want to be featured more as a cinematographer or more as a travel blogger.
But I find the film and animation one it's not so much as competitive as
specific
as entertaining. You kind of get lost more in the avant, like the main genres of film tend to take a lot of dominance in that one. People are looking for longer stuff, more 15, 20 minute, 30 minute features, and I don't know, that's just my opinion on that one.
Yeah, and yes, like movie reviews and things like that, latest, rolls or trailers of the movies are gonna be in that category too, so you're competing with that. You can be in either or, but yeah, I agree to that side of what you're talking about for sure. I think at travel events will be better.
Because I went to the same thing, because we shoot in a lot of the same idea. I mean, different subjects, but kind of ideas. And, but that's just my opinion, so.
Yeah. No, I agree.
HYOHWU asked what category, what kind of channel they are. I would say you're once again under the people one. I don't know. That's if you're asking for how, the YouTube category.
What is your main subject of videos? The traveling cloud. Oh.
How are you? Great to see you. By the way, I did message you a while back I DM'd you on Twitter. I did give you my phone number, so you have it now. As per request, because I know I was forgetting in a couple of days. Great to see guys. You don't know the traveling clot. He is the channel Xenia and I watched for over 2.5 years roughly.
Yep.
And one night I was going to bed after our live stream, very, very tired, and seeing he had a live stream on. It's like, wow. So I went in, and he was going on his way to 100K, and he was missing about 130. And I said, oh, I never talked to him before, message. I said, God, I wish he didn't know me from Ada Adam. I mean, I'm just somebody who views him. Oh my God, Terra Firma, you're crazy. Thank you so very much. And speaking of nuts, Sparky107, you guys are just way too kind, all of you. Much, much love. 2 fantastic channels. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
So I just want to say that part. So I went to talk to Xenia quickly. We went and started a live stream. And in 32 minutes, guys, we all got together and got him 166 subscribers, getting him over the 100,000. And why that meant so much to me, nobody grimed and, well, God, I only have 620 and he has 100,000. Everybody treated it as if he was getting to 1,000, like he was about to get monetized. The energy was, BNO Outdoors put it best. He said it was electrifying that night.
Yeah.
And I love it because that speaks about how amazing people are on here. And once again, amazing people, Terra Firma and Sparky107. Much, much love to you both. And as well as you, the traveling clot. We're like, that's why I say, guys, we're lucky to have as many, that we know as many great channels as we do. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it is a cool banner, isn't it? I agree. Very fam. That was such a cool night.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Everybody was running off the buzz for days. I loved it. It revitalized everybody. Everybody was enjoying his 100K moment. He's worked for years onto it, so very, very cool. He's doing a series now, guys. He's visiting all the famous neighborhoods in New York. He was there for a while and recorded all these videos. They're fantastic. I really, really love them.
I think he's finally out of New York, isn't he? They were traveling a while ago to somewhere together again. I was following on Instagram all the shots.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was, but he's got such a catalog now that he did when he was there, and they're fantastic watches, so definitely check them out. This place is a place where you can just talk and get away from the drama. Random.
Yeah.
Quake, I'm glad you feel that way.
No drama here
That's right.
whatsoever. That's
No
why
need
everybody
for it.
has wrenches.
Yes, exactly. You know, and it's cool just hanging out with you guys. Like I say, we're the lucky ones, folks, to know so many great channels like you guys. This has been a really great conversation tonight, too.
Yeah, it's been really cool.
Where do you go to change the category? Is it under a customized channel?
Yeah, you can do it there, but mainly it is you gotta add the category under each video and then make sure that you optimize it in a way that falls under that category within your tags and your description.
Yeah, but I'm at the first step to it. It's still you go to change.
Yeah, but it's gonna still change it if you're not doing it consistently in your content too.
I didn't get to that part yet. I was just trying to answer his first part. But thank you for covering it all in a range. There you go. So there you go, folks. Hi, Accidental. Welcome to an awesome live stream. Yo-Yo Biggs. How you doing tonight, by the way? Hope all is well. Video bulk edit. Kids Connection saying. So when you do it. All right, yes, guys, I'll do a random review. Yes, I know. But we go by the crowd, and if most keep wanting to tell us something, cover stuff like that, sometimes that's when we gauge what we're doing onto these. Shane Rito, how are you? Good to see you. And guys, I had this channel up here for a bit, so let's do a random review. Do you have the link? Do you need the link?
Yeah, I need the link.
Just grab it from the top.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. There you go, guys. Sparky 107, a fantastic channel that we met many months ago. I met through another railroading. I believe they STM Mainline or somebody recommended Sparky to come over and check us out, if I remember right how that worked. Oh, Maureen McD, I love that. Hey, and you make the channel great by being in here. You know, you really are awesome. Trains, but you know, this isn't... Oh, go ahead. Yes,
just saying I was visiting her channel today, so I just wanted to mention that I really enjoyed the videos that I was watching today.
So, here's a guy, guys, that's... a really great representative of his community. I kind of think of him like the Roger from Canadian Drone Hub of the train community. I really feel that both of them kind of have that same mission. Hey, Tazzy, what's going on? Great to see you. So proud that we have a channel from Tasmania.
Yes,
that's like a real feather in the hat to have you here. Thank you so very much. You see, something though I'm noticing right away. You know how to do descriptive sentences in your playlist. See? Got them here. You don't have them here. That's something though, Sparky, really to do consistently. And get rid of the popular uploads. You have great playlists. Get rid of what you're... anything from YouTube like that, just remove them. And fill it up with your own. Well, they call you Sheldon at work, Sparky. That's phenomenal. I love that.
By the way, Sparky just came from the huge meetup at the train museum that they had.
That's right.
Yeah, I was saying 75 people showed up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you must have had a ball. That's really cool. Currency Vlogs, what's going on? Great to see you. Great to see you.
Taz Adventures all of Tasmania on one channel. Yes. Well, it's such a rarity, so that we are so proud.
Yeah. No, we're not blowing smoke there. We really mean that. That's really cool. You actually come up in conversation sometimes.
Yes.
We really do mean it.
Like badges, you know. You collect badges.
I mean, it's a phenomenal thing what we're doing. We're worldwide, you know. We lose sight of it because technology changes so fast today. Just how amazing it is. But Sparky, yeah, definitely get your playlist all together and get them up there. You got a bunch of them. Get them up. Make sure they all have those descriptive sentences and get them up. Fill up your homepage with it. Just like all the Darwin in one phone box. Drone kings. And I think it's time to do a little bit of revamping on your description as well, my friend. Eddie and Jen, the vlogs, and then some. We are going to go for now. We have to do story time with our boys. Had a wonderful night, Puša Studios, and everyone in the chat. Stay blessed. And right back at you. Right back at you. Thank you so much for coming. A real pleasure to have you in here. SMT Mainline's in the house. I was just talking about you. Man, some ears are burned and something's going on.
Yeah.
I was just saying, I think you're the one who told Sparky to come and check us out, if I remember right. If I remember correctly, that's how we met Sparky.
Kid Kane, thank you. And I do appreciate you coming back again.
No.
Checking us out.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. It's nice to have you in here. But yeah, that's what I would, I think your channel, I know it's a lot of work. Been thinking about redoing the description. More of a community-based channel. Yes. And that's why I like about sections, and you've heard me saying it, you guys have been here for a while. I say it's a great way to kind of audit your channel. It's to see if you've lost direction since your last time you did it. Check it once or 2 months. Or, and you got to bring it back, or you've purposely been veering away from it, and now it's time to update it and properly reflect the new changes. Because it is the calling card for your channel. Man, you've been on since 2007. November 8th. That's crazy. Not many channels could say that.
Yeah.
But I honestly, this is the time I'd like to see you start really working on an overhaul on your channel. And really starting to change the look of it. And like you say, based on that, time for a real new look to the whole thing. Tying together, making branding. Go to channels. I'm trying to remember now other train products like, ballast, that do like, ballast trees, all the scenery and stuff like that make engines. But more than that, go to bigger brands and see what they're doing that aren't even in your niche. Go look at, like yours would easily, you might find inspiration on farming channels, trucking channels, anything to do with heavy machinery, stuff like that. Get ideas from there, what they're doing, how they're laying out their channels, and start to kind of play from there. Once again, if you're thinking of doing your about section over, you can always head over to ours and get an idea at least for spacing and what kind of is needed where. Just to give you an idea, a bit of a print on what you need and how much. Ours isn't the holy grail for it either, but at least we'll give you a starting point with it. It looks very nice though. You got so much stuff in here that and just bringing it up and playing with it. The thumbnails, you got some really great photos. And maybe it's time to play with them a bit. Maybe lighten them up a little bit more. Give them a common look between all of them. But start with your About section. Getting your homepage to have all your playlists onto it. Make a new playlist called Sparky 107107 space uploads with a capital U. Make that a top priority for your channel. Get that on the homepage at the top. And go down from there and fill up the rest with your own stuff. Kelly Williamson is back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Great to see you. Oh, Vorcerex, even as a compliment, we can't have numbers in here unless I appreciate the love, but we can't do that. We allow it, and then the next one does it that says they're 5 away from 226, and then when we take it away, they take that and throw it in our faces and make a hate video about us or go on in the chat like crazy. I'm sorry, but we just can't have any numbers unless they're 20 away from 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. You did your upload folder. I love it. Your upload playlist. Let me see here. I got to go take a look for a second. There you go. Now, the only thing I'm not trying to, because I want you to get maximum out of it, you got to thicken this up here. You're going to have to spend some time tonight finding out the right makeup samples in that. Write it into sentences. Usually about 2 good sentences using search terms into it. That is fantastic. And when you finish that part off, bam, wait for it to happen. Nothing happens overnight on YouTube. I want to stress that. If you change something right now, it won't happen this second because some people then come back 6 hours later. Well, that didn't work. I know you're not like that, but I got to come right back. But you're doing fantastic. I'm so proud of you right now, Kel. I mean it. I really, really am. Good job. An example of that is here, because this is the one that I did. I want to do milestones, and nobody searches for milestones, so I turned it into channel growth. So I did a search, and the big search result for looking for that was, how do you make your YouTube channel grow? So I researched that one, so I used that one and wrote it into a sentence, and then I answered it. And then the next biggest one was YouTube channel growth strategy, and I wrote that into a sentence. I packed them together, and that's what you want to do with yours now, is start writing that into these things. Yeah, but I'm glad you got stuff up there. That's the gigantic step, and just work over those the next couple of days, even if you want. But just keep getting them going. 200 characters is the size of the text in here that you're allowed to write maximum. As always, I'm glad to show a visual. Tonight's letter is D. There you go. That's about the size you want for each one of those descriptions, as much as possible. And never use the comma words. All the same principles that you would do for a video or the top of your about section pertain here. Paranormal, Purgatory, Paranormal NY. Always love having you in here. Much, much love to you. Great to see you as always. Oh, no problem, Kelly. And like I said, the main thing is you got the... It looks fantastic. Look at that. I love it. That's the way to do it. Very nice. And just keep them going. Make sure they all have them. Those descriptive sentences is the trigger that makes the playlist really work, because that's what gets them caught in the discovery. That's what makes them really take off. So, got my playlist sorted out now. Working on my tags now, Puša Studios. It is starting to look awesome. Ralph Morick, you rock, my friend. Good for you. Good for you. Loving it. All my stuff. Good. Just keep working on them. And like I say, get rid of the popular uploads, and all this stuff. Fill it up with your stuff. You can do a playlist better because you have the control over it to add. The main reason why is because when you do your own, you can add in those descriptive sentences. You know? That's the thing. So, very nice. Very well done. Well, guys, the time has really run away with us. I didn't realize we're so close to 10 o'clock, but it's been amazing hanging out with you guys.
We were actually planning only till 9 today.
Yeah.
But it's so nice to hang out with you guys, and we love that you ask questions. And it really shows that you're not here only for numbers. You want to grow and you want to improve what you're doing as well. Tomorrow,
yes,
we're going to have something similar. Maybe not in depth into each channel, but we're going to have Tuesday Tech Talk, as always. 3 hours of the biggest YouTuber think tank ever. Mm-hmm. A little bit similar to what we're doing here, just without channel reviews. Basically, what we do, we update you on all the news on YouTube or social media, what's going on. And then there's time for you guys to ask questions. And also... give some answers in the chat. That's a great part of it. It's only us giving some answers, but also you guys.
That's
we
right.
learn from you. You and I have questions. You and I have answers. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's really probably one of our favorite nights of the week, and so much information, so much amazing questions that we sometimes never even thought of ourselves. So that's why we say that we do learn from you guys as well. So check tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, 3 hours of that.
You guys are absolutely awesome. And keep up doing the work, guys. Is you guys benefiting from it? We'll talk to you guys more tomorrow night. This has been fantastic. This is so nice when you're with a bunch of creators who just keep wanting to get better and better and pushing the envelope. It makes it worthwhile being on here hanging out with you guys. It really, really does. It's invigorating. It's inspiring. And I see you inspiring each other and cheering each other on and stuff like that and helping each other. It's phenomenal. So
don't forget to please leave a like if you haven't yet, and leave a comment if you can. Maybe what you learned today. What was your best tip of the day? Leave it in the comments after. We do appreciate if you do. Also, you can always drop by our Discord server where people ask questions and get some answers as well by us or somebody else in the chat, the same as it does on our Tuesday Tech Talks. There's always somebody picking up your questions. on our Discord server. It's in our About section and description as well.
Guys, you have a fantastic night. Oh, that's not a good question to ask, Mr. Doughboy. Not a good question to ask in the chat. I'm just going to remove that. Sorry about that. We'll be back up, though, within less than 24 hours, guys. We'll be back up again. We can shoot the breeze again and all that stuff. Have a great night, guys. Much love to you. If you guys can hit the like button on the way out, it really does help us out a lot. And Tech Talk Tuesday, guys, less than 24 hours away. You got questions, we got answers, and vice versa. Have a good one. Much love to you guys, and cheers to keep creating. Be well. God, that hasn't gone in a while. Hit the wrong button.
Bye-bye.
Put on studio mode. Have a good night, guys. Love yous.